Yeah, yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Raider Nation. How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? What a wonderful, wonderful weekend to start this beautiful week off on a Tuesday, December 20th, a few days before Christmas. Yeah, so how'd everybody like that win, huh? Yeah, buddy. That was an awesome game. By far one of my most favorite games, I'm going to admit to. I actually watched this one all the way through. Unlike a little punk. Yeah, if you can recall, I had to hide on the last game in yeah, Seattle. That wasn't a lot of fun. I couldn't watch that. I just couldn't watch the whole thing all the way through. Exciting, fun, great game. Um, but if you've been to a Raider game in Las Vegas, we never disappoint. Never ever disappoint. Yeah, it's always gonna be one of those you get your money's worth. Yeah, so I'll just dive right on into it. I finally got my sidekick, as I call it. Wifey came to the game. It was her first time, coming to the house, checking out the crib, seeing all the, bells and shiny whistles, and it was pretty interesting. You know, Halftime show was pretty special. I thought, T-Pain came, he crushed it. I thought he did a great job. It's a never a dull moment, as I've already stated. You have no idea who's going to be in the crowd, who's going to do what. The national anthem was sung by someone that won some show. I don't know. She was pretty good though. She's pretty awesome. Yeah, she did a fabulous job. The walk across, I mean, everything was just perfect. I mean, it made a lot of sense winning the way we did in my eyes. We didn't miss a beat when it came to the ritual, right? As you all know, hit citizens up over at the Mandalay Bay before, for breakfast. Get all my bets in over at the sports book while we're at it. Yeah, so everything went smooth. All of those things went well. It was There were a lot of Patriots fans, right? Let's be real. I'm doing what I'm doing for a reason. It was pretty apparent. There were a few times where it was us on offense and we couldn't hear ourselves. It was pretty interesting. That's It doesn't happen all the time, but anytime there's a team of any kind of relevance, yeah, we tend to have to hear it. And if anybody knows and understands this channel, the Ultimate Raider Fan 32, yeah, I'm trying to help with this. So yeah, get all your friends, family, uh, whether they turn it on, just let it run, right? They don't even have to watch it, right? Just we need some views, ladies and gentlemen. We need some likes, we need some clicks, we need some views. And once we get to a certain point, we'll start filling those seats with Raider fans directly from this channel. And that's exactly what I plan on doing is just buying tickets and giving them to all less fortunate Raider fans. So all these seats that you see that may be open, vacant, and or without a person that's a Raider, yeah, we're trying to get Raiders in there. So yeah, please do not forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, so let's move on in. a little bit further. The stadium was always is always as always is. It was lit. There was a lot of us fan base in there when it comes to NFL fans, super fans. We probably outnumber all other teams combined. I see more of the same guys at every game, guys, gals, right? We're so deep. It's crazy. I mean, the amount of fans that we have that dress up and really make it a festival, if you will. It's pretty impressive. I There's never a dull moment. You're always going to be taking pictures with somebody with something on, right? Whether it's Violator, right? Face, Spikes, whether it's Gorilla, Rilla. I mean, you're gonna have your pick, right? I have not seen my lady and my man that usually goes to all the away games. And they have the outfit, funny black and white hat with the long pointy nose. Yeah, I usually take pictures every game with them, and I haven't seen them the last two games, so I am checking on them. Next time, I think I have to put out an APB for those two and make sure we continue to keep them in the loop. It's been cold too, Vegas, right? So I'm not gonna even lie. Tailgate, yeah, it's not gonna happen. T Crump in the cold, yeah, it's a miracle. I went to Montana when I did go. Yeah, I'm just not cut out for that weather. So tailgate, haven't really done that these past few games. It's been a little way too cold, but people still seem to be, hitting it up. I see great pictures, great video, great footage of the people that do go. So kudos to those people. Yeah. Um, I'm sure it's still a great time. It's just me. I'm a big baby. When it comes to the cold, the body starts to hurt. So, yep. Shout out to my boy Chuck. He's always right at the front advertising. Got to introduce wifey to all of the other fans and friends in the stadium that we do have. It's quite a bit. I mean, so many of them. Dr. Jan, Dr. Andy, my dog Dwight, 3D. Oh man, it's just plenty of people for her to meet. It was fun. We didn't get to see the Raiderettes. Well, we got to see them, but they were on their way out. We did get some signatures and some pictures with some old Raider greats, Incognito, as well as my boy Donald Penn. Yeah, he's always been one of my favorites, offensive linemen. So yeah, it was good. It was good times. Vibrant stadium as always, packed in our area. Same typical people, same typical, just everything. You're gonna get a good game when it comes to going to Raider Stadium. It's just what it is. I I have no other way to put it. It's it's just a great time. It I mean, it never disappoints. You're gonna get everything you can think of when it comes to the play on the field, right? You're gonna get all wild, crazy catches, runs, right? And then obviously finishes. I mean, we have to be number one when it comes to finishes. Wild endings, all that good stuff. There's no way anybody else can come close. I swear I'm losing years off my life watching these Raider games. I'm going to be honest. It's not for the faint of the heart. It is so rough. We never, excuse me, yeah, we never just win. Nope. Raiders don't know how to do that at home. We can't just win outright, right? We can't get a 13, 20, 24 point lead and expect the coast. It's not the way it works at the Raider game. It's not the way it works at the Raider Stadium. Uh yeah, it's just doesn't work that way, right? And apparently it doesn't work that way at home. I'm not going to touch much on last week or the previous week, that ridiculous loss to the Rams. If there is any room for a conspiracy theory, and you're one of those conspiracy theorists, then think that hey, something's up. That game kind of would have put that in perspective, and it looks more reasonable now than not due to what we all saw. I mean, clearly Max Crosby got held pretty much the whole fourth quarter. Period. Um, and that's pretty much the way you can end having a conversation about that game. He got held the whole fourth quarter. That's all you needed to see. And the refs in the league did absolutely nothing about it. And then of course your miracle guy Baker. I yeah, Baker Mayfield, throws this spectacular pass, to beat us where, it's just how fitting that the guy that is covering his backside is clearly holding. It's yeah. To say it's disappointing is an understatement. Yeah. And I don't want to hear anything about the catch that wasn't a catch during our game when it comes to Cole. It was a catch. There were different angles that we didn't even see during the game, at the game, where, I'll be the first to admit, I actually, admitted that, yep, I don't think, I don't think this game was, I mean, his foot was in. Yeah, it didn't look like a touchdown, but they gave it to us. I mean, so many problems we've had with the refs, and so many, if you ask me, makeup calls, because that's what you're getting, in my opinion. You're getting, yeah, we know we messed up, so let's give you a makeup call. Yeah, so that's the way it kind of looked, sitting in the stands. But again, like I say, after the game, after seeing the pictures and so forth, it was clearly just a touchdown. Um, you know, if you see that black in between his foot and the line, and it's there for a split second during the picture. Obviously, things happening real time is not easy to decipher as such. So, yeah, it was a touchdown. So it's not like there was some get back there, or any kind of, like I say, makeup calls from previous stuff. It is what it is. You know, a lot of people want to justify just how we won in general, and the beautiful, awesome stiff arm, Mac Jones in the dirt. Oh yeah, that was awesome. People look at that as an having something to do with the Brady rule, or Tuck rule, whatever you want to call it. That nonsense we had to deal with. Uh, it made no sense. Um, yeah, that still bothers me. That Super Bowl we would have won, right? That was Charles Woodson, the Tuck rule. If you want to, think about it. Yeah, we got that, and I mean, it's so wild. The other thing, I mean, this week coming up, right? We can't get away from, when it comes to us and the Raiders. There's no getting away without having to involve the refs, right? Now we got the great immaculate cheaters, as you see, I call them, Steelers. When it comes to the immaculate reception, right? This is the 30th year or 50th year. Who knows? I don't care. I shouldn't say that. I care. I just hate it because we're always on the bad end of these things, unfortunately. But yeah, this is the what I want to say is the 30th year of the immaculate reception. Yeah, boo. Yeah, no one cares about that. I mean, we know it wasn't a catch. So, but yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit later down the line. But yeah, let's get back into this game. We had Mr. Waller and Mr. Renfro back. Welcome back, gentlemen. I don't know if any of us thought they would be coming back, to be honest. Waller looked great. He looked like himself. Um, definitely on his touchdown pass, right? That was a thing of beauty right down the middle. Yeah, it was perfect. Yeah, he looked great. No issues. Just like you would expect, right? I wanted to see that Bugatti out there, humming along, and No mix up, no looking like he's in pain. No, it was looked great. Renfro, again, himself looked great, returning kicks. After seeing what we saw, I was okay. Unfortunately, we had to release DJ Turner and I forget the other kid's name when it comes to those guys coming back. A couple other people got let go. I mean, hey, it's a business, right? DJ, he kind of choked under pressure. DJ Turner, I hate to say it. I thought you were going to be our special teams guy through and through. But yeah, we had some struggles, and apparently, clearly, coaching did not have any confidence at all moving forward from that respect. And I would have to agree, right? I mean, it's just one of those scenarios where you can't mess up. It's just you can't, right? You get paid to cover kick punts, and you just can't mess up. Um, yeah, it's a tough situation to be in when you're right. You're not getting any reps offensively based on the amount of talent we have, right? You got your Mac Hollins, you clearly got Devontae Adams, you got Renfro, you got Waller, you got Moreau, right? I mean, we're not even discussing running backs, right? So yeah, it's tough to get snaps. It's tough to, be productive when it comes to that type of receiver. So good luck to him and all the other guys that we needed to make room for. It is what it is. Like I say, business. That's all. Yeah, nothing to see there. Um, yeah, nothing to see there at all. I do find it intriguing. I swear, Carr is by far the most polarizing player of any team that's ever walked the planet. I don't think there's more of a player that's 50-50. And I hate to admit it, I think he's starting to lose the race. I don't even think he's 50-50 anymore. I think he's a little bit more along the side of 51% want him gone, 49% are happy. Yeah, that's my true, honest assessment. You know, it used to be I'd hear a lot of, yep, car. It's starting to be the opposite, unfortunately. Yeah, I have to admit it's starting to be the opposite, and I really don't even understand how to explain how I feel. The kid has every record you can think of as far as Raiders are concerned. He's gonna have it, whether you like it or not. At the end of this year, we got 3 more games. And whether you like it or not, I'm pretty sure Carr's gonna have all the records crushed by the end of this season, without a playoff game. It's gonna be tough for any other quarterback to come in and do what he's done in the last decade. And that's whether you loved or hated him. I mean, like the good old Jay-Z says, right? Women lie, men lie, numbers don't. The numbers don't lie, ladies and gentlemen. And the numbers state that Derek Carr is absolutely uh, a great quarterback. Not a good one, a great one. I mean, his numbers show exactly that. I mean, every year he's in the top 10 minimum, and usually in the top 5. To be honest, he's always been right up there, numbers wise. Right? Again, whether winning and losing, and in fact, actually, even in like comeback wins and so forth, he's like one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL, not just for the Raiders. He may actually have those are some records he may already hold now, as far as the most comebacks or any of those things that quarterbacks value when it comes to statistics. He's probably already got those in the bag. So, but it's really really strange because I mean, a lot of Raider fans, and I'm talking diehard Raider fans, just really, really don't like the guy. I don't know, and I shouldn't say they don't like the guy. I mean, it's not like it's a personal thing. It's they just don't think he's going to win a championship. They don't think he's a championship caliber quarterback. Our fans aren't the first to alert me of having those feelings. If you ask me, they absolutely have voiced this well before, now, even before this year. And like, I mean, that's why it's so polarizing. It's really, really strange how our fan base is, polarizing when it comes to Derek Carr. So yeah, we're just gonna have to keep an eye out on that. I don't know if people understand. This is, I people think he's gonna be gone. How is he gonna be gone? Where's he going? You know what? Does that mean we're okay with Devontae Adams going too? I think that's the whole reason he came here. I don't think you're gonna save Devontae Adams from leaving if Carr goes wherever Carr goes, right? I kind of feel like Devontae's probably gonna go with him. I don't know. I mean, the whole Vegas thing, he said it was way more than just, playing with his boy. It was also the location, the proximity of his family, right? So, yeah, we do know he loves Vegas, but without Carr, if they ship Carr off and Carr actually finally decides the reality and fate of this and wants to keep playing, I mean, what's going to happen? Where is he going to go? And is he going to take him with him? I mean, that's going to be a tough situation for the Raiders. I mean, D. Adams, he doesn't have to keep playing. That guy doesn't. I mean, he's going to get a gold jacket no matter what. My opinion, he may have already earned it at this point, right? Who knows? Um, I I definitely think he's he's earned it. If you ask me, I think he's probably already there. I'm not sure, but it's going to be interesting to see. I don't think he's gonna go for Derek Carr being let go. I just don't see it. I don't and clearly it's not up to him, right? I mean, sure he can hold out, he can do whatever, but I don't know. It's a very interesting situation that's shaping up and shipping up to be something for us to keep our eyes on. But yeah, I think absolutely Derek Carr is going to be back. That's my 2 cents. That's what T Crump says. Yep, I think D Carr is coming back. I don't think I'm wrong on this. Uh, yeah, and I think Devontae Adams stays as well. I think we're going to keep everything we have. The other big question is the big elephant in the room as far as paying somebody. Ugh. Josh Jacobs. Pay that man his money. that's that's about it. I don't know any other way to say that, voice that. Pay that man his money. Yeah, he's earned every penny. I mean, I could talk about this for hours when it comes to how I feel about Jacobs. I mean, he's in my eyes right now, clearly he's the best running back in the NFL. I don't even think it's a close second. Yeah, I don't even think it's a close second right now, right? I mean, you got 3 more games left. I mean, hey, somebody can kick up some dust, get 700, 800. Heck, I mean, I'm sure close to 1,000 yards have been added at some point by somebody, right? Maybe couple of games. Yeah, I don't know. I yeah, I'm not sure about that. I think I think he'll be back too, cuz I see you in here, man, but I don't know if your camera is working properly. So let me see here, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, uh, my co-host, Stop Raider Hating, is usually always in the building with us, but I think his camera's a little messed up right now, so we're gonna give him a second to get that situated. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know how Josh McDaniels and company get away from re-signing Jacobs. What does that cost? Like, And that's the thing, right? Because I don't. It's gonna be to the highest bidder. It's not even like we have a choice. It's gonna be Jacob's choice to, you know, accept what we can offer or take the biggest bag. And I hate to say it, ladies and gentlemen, I love the kid. I want him to stay. I want him to be a Raider for life. But I just don't know if we have the ability to give him the biggest bag. And that man's got 10 kids to feed. I'm going for the bag. Going for the bag. So yeah. Without further ado, stop Raider hating in the build.
Uh, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. It's a little light, but definitely we can
Trying to
hear
see
you.
what's going on with the.
So what's going on, fam?
Yeah, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you. It's a little faint, but
Uninterrupted, right? I can't hear
thumbs up.
nothing.
Yeah, yeah, we can hear you. It's
Oh,
just real light. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
yeah, we in there. We in there.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. Yeah,
What's up,
man.
man?
So what's your thoughts on the game, bro? Jump right on in.
You know what, man? It further supports everything I've said. You know, R I double G E D. But listen. We all know that we owed the Raiders one, and we ain't even got to talk about what game that was.
Absolutely. I agree.
So, and on top of the fact that my brother-in-law is a Raiders fan, and my mom is a so-called Raiders fan now, I'm not a Raiders fan, Patriots fan. I'll take it. I'll take it. But
Man,
uh, but man, we've been seeing this type of stuff the whole year, man.
the
It's
whole
like
year.
you know what I mean, man. It's the NFL now. It's unfortunately
Right.
it's a part of the game. You know what I
It,
mean?
and that's the part that's super unfortunate. Now that you say that, it's that the officiating is like it's so bad we're actually calling it part of the game. We've
It's simple as
conceded.
that.
Yeah, we've
Yep,
conceded.
simple
We've
as
already
that.
we've bowed out.
Yep,
We already know we're always going to get the short end of the stick, and we just expect it.
yep, yep.
The, the
And
life of a Raider.
so when you get one that swings your way, it is what it is, man.
Right.
But
You got to take it.
what it is, man. It's for the true fans like us. You know what I mean? People that have been watching football 30 plus years and have seen it progress into what it is. Uh, it's a little bit heartbreaking, man, because it definitely is jeopardizing the integrity of the game.
It is.
Um, and it's definitely taken away from the years of dedication and hard work that these guys, commit their lives to, man. You know
Yep.
what I mean?
Nope. You're
So,
absolutely right. And I I hate that we have to even talk about it every game now. It seems it's really apparent. It's like I've said in the past. In this just in this post, it's like there's always some kind of makeup call, right? It's like you
right,
even
right.
second guess your own thoughts because it's like, yeah, well, we got robbed so bad against the Rams. I guess that foot was out of bounds. You even tell yourself that it's out of bounds, and they're giving us a makeup call. And it just so happened this
Listen, bro,
particular
I
one,
got up and turned the game off. I got
right?
up and turned the game off. I seen the highlights at the bottom of the screen that we scored when from watching. You know what I mean? I was just like, and all I can do is laugh, man. It's like, yeah, this is, it is what it is.
Yep, I was almost ready to leave. I was ready to leave. If it wasn't for Corey, I was out. I was out. She was like, "Nah, you can't." And I never ever leave. I never leave. I always, no matter what, I sit through it. Just like that
Exactly.
Cardinals game. That Cardinals game, I think I sat in the stands for like 20 to 30 minutes after the game. I couldn't get up. That's how stunning it was.
Listen, man, that game that was the one that kind of took that deflated one lung. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
After the game, I was running on. I was like, "Yo, what just
Yes.
happened?"
I,
It was. I mean, like I said, man, and to see it happen every week,
right.
guys, they play one half of football. That's
Right.
coaching. It's
Yep.
coaching.
You're absolutely right. That it was coaching, it
And
was play calling.
yep, yep. But like I said, which all comes back to coaching, man. McDaniel's is a scrub. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Just like Patricia was a scrub. You know what I'm saying? And this is the most disrespectful part about it. There's black successful coaches that
Right.
don't have jobs.
Right. No,
You know
you're
what I'm
right.
saying? And
Uh,
like I said, man, I'm tired of it. I got to talk about it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I'm gonna go
Yes.
ahead and say the racist, slave-run NFL.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Absolutely.
It's the slave games, man. I'm tired of seeing it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But McDaniel's is a bum. He's a
Yeah.
scrub.
Oh yeah.
And if they keep him next year, I'm burning everything that I have Raiders except for my purple jacket. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious because I've said this before, man. I don't support losing in any aspect of my life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm built to succeed, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I may be down, but I don't lose. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
And I can't support perpetual loserhood or
Right.
loserdom, whatever the correct terminology may be for it.
Nah, I
So
feel you.
I can't do
I'm
it
with you.
because at this point I'm forced to believe that they hated Al Davis. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? But I honestly think that there's no conspiracy left now. They got
Right.
rid of Gruden because he was legitimately trying to do something, and he was against that NFL system of keeping the Raiders back, keeping the Raiders down, keeping the Raiders out of the playoff because they hate what Al Davis did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And for people that don't know, I'll say it right here on StreamYard and on YouTube. It's the mafia. It's the NFL mafia. You know what I'm saying? This
Oh
is
yeah.
organized crime. Okay, this is organized crime. This is organized robbery, and it all is in cahoots with Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
with the casinos and with what I mean. So it's like, man, it's 2022, man. We on the cusp of 2023. I can't live in fantasy world no more, man.
Right.
You know
No,
what I'm
you're
saying?
right. Cause
You know what I mean? I'm almost 40 years old, man. I can't sit here and pretend that I'm not seeing what I'm seeing.
right. I
You know,
I heard that there was so much money on that Raiders Rams game that it couldn't go any other way. That's I
what's
yeah.
the on that?
I heard
That's
the
that's
money
that's
was so
yes, that's
drastic.
what's the on that.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know,
I mean,
so
it's at this point, I mean, the way that we are ingrained in this and the way that we're forced to have to look at this. I mean, I can't like you said, you can't not bring these things up. You can't
it's
you
the
can't act
people
like they don't exist.
exactly. And
Yeah, when you're
like
seeing
I
a
said,
guy get held the whole fourth quarter, when you're seeing these plays being called, the way they're being called, like just that whole Rams game, if that doesn't tell you something shady, even the fact that we got a 15-yard penalty for the guy slapping the ball out of the quarterback's hand during the middle of a play, that that never happens or has happened. It's never happened.
listen, and like I said, man, it's I'm truly I'm really not interested no more, man.
Right.
Roger Goodell, listen, I ain't gonna say it. Roger, he's man. Listen,
Yeah.
there's no integrity anymore. But you know what, man? This is happening all across the board. It's happening in all sports. They was mad at Zion Williamson for doing a 360 reverse windmill at the end. I'm like, yo, what are you talking about? This
Right.
is why this is in the NBA because
Right.
he can, you know what
And
I
this
mean. And
is
you
what the fans came and paid to see. This is what they want.
come
It's
on, bro.
what the fans want.
I wouldn't expect nothing less. But like I said, it's there's no integrity no more, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it's starting to echo now, man. In every aspect of this great fallen nation that we reside in, man.
Yeah,
The
there's a
integrity
lot
is
going
gone.
on.
Yep, there's a lot of stuff going on, and the integrity is gone, man. And now it's just starting to ooze through and leak through every aspect of our life, man.
I mean, I can't disagree with that statement. There's a lot on the outside of the NFL that's just going south. This is, and I don't mean South in America in a good way. That's yeah, it's a
It is
lot
what
of
it
things
is.
going on right now. Zero accountability from anybody, really.
Anybody.
Um,
It's
no
absolutely
one
none.
wants to work for anything. Yeah, we got problems. We got problems, man. I mean,
As an
I,
organization, we do, man. And here's the thing, right? What did they ever do with Lamar Jackson? Did they ever get him sorted out over there?
nope,
Exactly.
nope.
I mentioned last year Mike Tomlin. You
Right,
know what I'm saying? I told you, yo, Tomlin wants out. Tomlin don't want to be there no more. You know
right,
what I'm saying? Man, I see things shaping up, man. And um I say keep Derek Carr unless you can get Lamar Jackson.
right. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
we stuck with Carr again. Like I was saying, I
I don't
think
think so because I think he's got value, man. You can't. This dude is not a bum, bro. He's
no,
not a
I
bum.
agree.
He's one of
But
the
what I'm
worst
saying is
receivers.
what Adams is going to dictate some of this here. See, that's the problem. And this is
Adams will plant his ass in that seat if they bring in LJ, bro.
I don't know, bro. See, and that's the I used to feel that
Lamar
way.
Jackson, Devontae Adams.
Right.
Come on, bro.
I
Come on.
I would see it that way too, but I don't know, man. Carr is his dog. That's his dog,
I'm
man.
gonna be honest with you. I think they're friends, but on a professional level, yo. Oh, and I got some interesting stuff
Yeah.
about Devontae Adams too, man. I got some interesting stuff. But like I said earlier in the season, that dude plays with a chip on his shoulder, man.
Yes.
He's got a
100%.
serious attitude, and I love it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He's not a receiver prima donna. This dude is a
No.
football player. You know what I mean?
You're absolutely
And
right.
he don't want to just play with Derek Carr.
He want
He
to
don't.
win.
And if you can bring in someone who's going to be more productive and give him the numbers that he deserves and that we all know there's no way that this dude is the coldest receiver we
Ever to
have
walk.
seen, bro. I
Right.
ever, bro, since Jerry, bro.
Yeah, I
Since
agree.
Jerry, bro. He's the coldest, bro.
I agree.
He's got the size, the speed, every move. I mean, this is the coldest. This is the greatest receiver we have seen since Jerry Rice. And look, there's some illegitimate little bastards running around. That's Jerry Rice's son, yo. No, 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 no. I got a straight face. Look at Devontae Adams. Look at Jerry Rice.
Right.
It's a
Yeah.
spitting image
Yeah.
of the greatest receiver of all time, bro. They have the same nose,
I
right?
did
Jerry
notice
Rice
that.
got that weird little pointy kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
These guys got the same nose. They play with the same edge, and
Right.
I'm telling you, it's genetics, man. That
Yeah,
somewhere
neither of
along
them
the
are really like burners either, and neither of them are like lightning speed. Neither of them.
no, they're just unf wittable. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? They got the
Yeah.
edge, they got the work ethic. You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
these guys are men amongst boys when it comes to that secondary. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
They know it all. They know everything. They know how to turn. They know where to turn. They know
Where to be
the
in
best way
position.
to shield. They know like you said, they know everything.
I'm telling you, man, this dude is the coldest, man. The coldest receiver we've seen since Jerry, man. And I'm
I
telling you, it's his
I
son.
agree. I
It's
agree.
his
And that's why, I held him to high standards because of that. I don't know if you recall me. I've had a couple of times I've had to dig in to him because I've seen
yeah,
him take plays off. You know what I mean? When he was
yeah.
upset, rightfully upset, I've seen him take plays off and he called himself out before, right? And you would expect that. But it's also part of that chip. Like you said, it's that chip on the shoulder, the fact that they losing, he's not getting the ball like he should. He don't care about if he's double covered, triple covered. The boy wants the ball. And
we've all been, not we all, but most of us who played sports at some point in time, right? And I've
Right.
only played high school football. You at one point in time, you've been the one of the better players on your team. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And you've been in
Absolutely.
a predicament where it's like, man, these niggas ain't trying to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You
Yep.
just didn't show up to play today. You know what I mean? And that's
Yep.
what it is. This cat, he's out there every single snap. He'll give you 1,000%. But when you look to your left and you look to your right, Mac Hollins dropping passes left and right, not secure.
Right.
And this is the
Right.
thing that gets me, right? And this is, I guess it goes to the mindset of people, and is what separates good players from great players. But you got a guy like Mac Hollins who has the nastiest, coldest receiver that we've seen since Jerry Rice, bro, almost
Right.
20 years. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? He is in the locker room with you. I would be his shadow. Yo, man, what kind of soda you drink, bro? You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, where you get your cantaloupe from, yo? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because
Everything.
you can't do nothing but absorb greatness from this man.
Right.
Even if he's giving you the cold shoulder, I'll be like, hey man, can I put a towel on that shoulder, dog? You know what I'm saying? Because there's greatness coming off of that shoulder. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And
Right.
and that's how you got people like that, man. You got to take these opportunities and make yourself great when you're in the presence of greatness, bro. And I'm gonna tell you this: I met Jerry Rice, man, in Lake Tahoe, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And Jerry Rice, bro, he's got that aura. You know what I'm saying? Jerry's got the sauce, bro. You know
It's
what I'm
Jerry
saying?
Rice. It's Jerry
Bro,
Rice, bro.
exactly, man. And he's got this walk to him, with his head's up, that pointy
Yeah.
little nose, you know what I'm saying? And he's got this, it's almost animated, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Walk to him.
Oh
And
yeah.
so I'm coming around the corner wearing Harveys. I'm coming around the corner. He's headed to over to Harris to go party. And I see him, I see him as with him and his boy and some beautiful woman that he was with. I don't know who married. I don't know what the situation was. And
Right.
I come around the corner, bro, and I'm like, and I see him, and there was that split second. It's like, oh, that's Jerry Rice. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
But bro,
Right.
the vibe that he was giving off, I couldn't do it. So I
Right.
just stopped. I looked, and I said, damn. And bro, he's 3 feet away from me. I said,
Right.
damn, that's what greatness looks like, huh? And bro, he cracked a smile. He stopped, looked at me. He like giving me my photo op, like, yo, bro, that was a good one, bro. That
Right.
was a good line, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get your photo with the goat. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that was the magic word. You know what I mean? And I looked at him, I smiled, threw the fist up, and I kept going, yo. And I went and bugged out around the corner at the poker table. Yo, bro, that was Jerry Rice, bro. I just see Jerry Rice, bro. And I bugged out, but I didn't do it in front of him. You know what I'm saying? And then I went
Yeah.
over to Harris, and that's a whole nother story. You know what I mean? But I got
Yeah.
to see that guy, man, and he's got the glow, bro. He's got the aura, bro. He's got the sauce, man.
Yes.
Jerry's a special guy, man. And
Hey, I'm telling you, isn't it crazy though when you get around those kind of people? It's crazy because you
yeah,
don't
man.
think you're gonna be that guy. You don't think you're gonna have that giddiness. And the funny thing is, excuse me, a lot of these guys that are in the NFL feel the same way. You
Listen,
know, like, and
you
that's
know
the
what I'm saying?
thing.
So and like I said, man, it was that split second. You know what I mean? But when I seen him, man, I literally saw greatness, and I got so much respect for him as a football player, man, that I
Oh yeah,
couldn't fan out. You know what I'm
right,
saying? I had to
right,
give him the best pickup line
right. You want to
because
give him his
man,
respect.
that's what greatness looks like, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I had
Yeah.
to salute him, man, because because he exudes it, man. And I say that
Yes.
to say this, man. I've never met Devontae, bro, but he's got that glow, bro. He's
Oh,
got the
100%.
you know what I'm saying? And like
100%.
I said, hey, you go ahead and do the short, bro. You do the short, it might go viral.
Right.
Do Jerry's face, do Devontae's face, bro. That's his
Right.
son, bro. That's his son, bro. They got the same shaped mouth. You know what I'm
Right.
saying, bro? You
Right.
know what I
Right.
mean, bro? The same shape face, bro. The same eye set, yo. I've seen Jerry Rice's son, and his Jerry Rice's son don't look like Jerry Rice's son.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That
It's an
this young
eerie
man is
comparison, huh?
exactly like, And I put it like this: if it's not his son, then they got to do a DNA test, bro, because they cloned Jerry. They cloned Jerry, bro.
Yeah.
And I think the only reason people ain't seeing it is because this cat got them dreads, bro. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like I said,
If he had a bowl cut, yeah.
yo, if yo, bro, if he had the Caesar or something, bro,
Yeah.
they'd be like, yo, that's Jerry Rice. I mean, look at him. What is he? 6'4", just like Jerry. 6'5", just like Jerry.
Yeah.
These cats got
I've had the
the
same
same.
thought. I've had the same thought before. I can't even lie to you. That's the honest truth is I've had the same thought. I mean, we got our homeboy that's from Windsor too, Danny Beauvoir, who we swear look like Jerry Rice, but even more so
Yep.
is
I grew up
Devontae
with a cat
Adams.
that looked like Jerry Rice when he was young. You know what I'm saying? But
Yep.
yo,
Yep.
Devontae, yo, it's something strange there, man. Something
Yes.
strange.
Yeah. What's strange is they great. That's you just
Yeah.
like you said, it's that glow. You can't even call it. You don't even know what to say. It's that it factor, that it thing.
It's
You
it, bro. And listen, that's the type of thing that gets passed down through genetics.
right. Right.
I'm just saying. I'm
No,
just
I
saying.
agree. I agree. When you're that good, that yeah, when you've dedicated
You
your
know what
life
I
to
mean?
something like that,
Exactly. Exactly. But like I said, so you're born with a skill set, right? And then you have a mentality, right? And then your body perfectly matches your skill set
right,
and
right.
your mentality. You know what I mean, man? These you know two things is a coincidence, yeah, man. But yeah, come on, you know what I'm saying? And then the top of the I'm gonna tell you another one, yo, another crazy. I've heard this other places too. Jimmy Butler is MJ's illegitimate child.
Oh
You heard that,
wow, I haven't heard
bro?
that one. That would make sense though.
Bro, 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 bro. There's a whole backstory to it.
Really?
There's a whole backstory to it. Like Jimmy Butler's mom had a relationship with someone that she would never ever talk about, was sworn to secrecy, and was getting checks to raise Jimmy for a certain amount of time. Like,
Wow.
yo, bro, it's crazy. And Jimmy
Yeah.
Butler, you look at him like, yo, he don't look like MJ. He don't, yo, you have to split the face in half. Because
Right.
from here down, from like the nose down, Jimmy's his mama. But yo, eyes, forehead, all that, he's MJ, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean, man?
Oh
And
yeah.
and and he's another dude, bro, where he's got freak genetics. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And he's got that alpha dog mentality, that killer instinct, that I'm the big dog out here. You
Right.
know, nobody really had it like Mike. Mike was a
Nope.
sociopath. I don't know why people don't call him what he is, a
Right. No, you're
sociopath.
right. No, you're right.
And
Mike got problems. Mike got problems.
sociopath, bro. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. You know what I mean? But I don't think it means that he's a killer. Social, you know what I mean? It doesn't mean he's a
Right.
murderer, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Just on the court, bro. Just on the court. It was
Exactly.
obvious.
You know,
It was
and,
obvious.
and man, the dude was a killer, man, and it's the reason why he's hated but respected.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah.
I don't like Michael Jordan as a person, but do I
Right.
respect the game that I watched
Oh,
as a child, bro? You
no
can't not.
question. No
You can't
question.
not.
Nope.
You know, and
What's your thoughts on Dion?
what do you say?
Right, right. I was gonna say, what's your thoughts on Dion?
God
And
bless him. God bless him. Hey, Dion is a prime example, right? And see, this is what
yeah,
people forget about Dion. Dion is a man of God.
yes, hundred
Dion is a man
percent,
of God.
hundred
You know what
percent.
I'm saying? So he's not just. It's not just about the bag for him. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? He
right,
understands from a biblical standpoint uh, lineage.
right,
You know what
right,
I'm saying? And making the best and putting your lineage in the best possible predicament to be great
right,
and to carry on that that lineage of greatness.
right,
And so what he did, I respected, was he went to JSU and he used his status to shed light on the fact that HBCUs don't get no love. And all
right,
he did was his point. Dion and they still wasn't showing up.
right. No,
They
you're
still wasn't
absolutely
showing
right.
up. They still wasn't doing it. And on top of the fact, we've all experienced it. They was doing them dirty.
Oh, of
I knew it
course.
from the get-go.
Of
I knew
course.
it from the get-go.
Stealing
They
everything.
were doing
All
them
of that.
dirty. You know what I'm saying? And you know it's the unfortunate thing in this society that your own people gonna do you the worst.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
respect Dion. And what I really love about it is that he went to Colorado, a trash school, so they can't say that he inherited a great school. They trash,
Right.
you know.
Exactly.
And he gonna bring some of that talent with him because see
Yeah.
what he could never do was he could never have Jackson State play, uh, you know, anybody really. You know
No.
what I mean?
No. No.
But
No.
what he can do is take some of those studs,
Right.
bring them with him, and let them
Yep.
showcase their talent against the rest of the squads. You know what
Right.
I'm
No, and
saying?
that's exactly what's happening.
That's
You know, I,
exactly.
I really hope
And
Travis. I hope Travis goes with him. But
I
they've
hope
already,
so, man.
yeah, they've already reported that he's open to, and I think it's just the smart thing to do, anyways, regardless of if he was always going to roll with Dion or not. Make a show out of it. Make a show out
Right,
of it.
exactly. And the thing is that as long as that kid stays healthy, he's a stud. He's a star,
Oh
man.
my God. Oh
You
my
know
God.
what I mean? He's a stud.
Did
And
you
the
watch
thing
the
is that,
game? Did you watch?
huh?
Did you get a chance to watch the game?
Nah, I caught a couple of them throughout the season though, but no, I didn't get a chance to catch that last
Well,
one.
what I can assure you of is that Heritage Bowl game was probably by far the most watched game ever for HBCU, and it was the most lit game, the most
Oh,
lit game.
oh,
Oh, it was ridiculous, and again, even the commentary, because it always got that flavor, right? If it's HBCU, even the
yeah.
commentary got that flavor, and I'll just never forget this. Well, for me, just this whole thing that Dion is doing, first and foremost, the part that people don't even see is what you were saying, his lineage, his kids. That in itself, if a superstar athlete ain't showing you the blueprint on how to get your son the best he can have, I don't know what there's nothing different. I would follow Dion's blueprint.
Same.
Bottom line, he just put out the blueprint as, hey, if I'm a superstar and my sons or I have sons and they want to grow up to play football, this is how you do it. You coach, what he did. You follow the blueprint
Yep.
because, like you said, your status, your connections, your network, all that stuff is going to propel wherever you go as a superstar. I mean, yeah, Dion is a whole movement. He's a whole
Yeah.
business. Like, I don't even know what you call that. Like you said, it's that whole. It's
He's a
no
movement.
different than Jerry.
Yeah. He's a movement. Dion
Right.
is he's an entire movement, and what people get caught up in, you know what I'm saying, as being black is, oh, well, he's not doing it for this. He not no 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 no.
Right.
How many strong black folks, intelligent black folks, rich black folks
Right.
in poverty or being attacked by their own people trying to
Right.
help their own people?
It's
All of them.
ridiculous. It's
All of
ridiculous.
them. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
And the thing is like, yeah, you that nigga, and so you ain't talking about what they talking about. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And like I said, man, Dion, like I said, man, he's a special guy, man. You know,
Beyond. Yeah. Again, is no different than what you said. That great, like, bro, he got me wanting to come out of retirement. Dion got me wanting to put on some pads and go run through a brick wall. I
yo, man,
I'm not
listen, he
even
got me
joking.
by the Pop Warner team, bro.
Something,
You know what
right?
I'm
Go
saying?
something. I need to
So
do
for the
something.
next
This
3 years,
guy's
my son I already got something established, bro. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Right.
So
Yeah.
because like you said, man, he put down a blueprint, and what he said is stand by, stick to your guns. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I know my
Right.
DNA is running through these boys.
Right.
So if you show them the work ethic, I got the recipe. I got the recipe. If I can get these boys to copy the recipe, if I can
Right.
feed them the recipe, then I
Right.
got greatness. You know what I'm saying? I got greatness, and you ain't got to be a top first round pick. All you got to do is get there.
Right.
You know what I mean? saying?
Get
The, you
there and
know, the
understand what
McDaniel,
it's going to take. Are
yeah,
you ready? Are you ready
exactly,
and willing to give it all? Like, I love
exactly. And
what the
see, the
man.
thing
I
is,
love what he's doing, bro. I love everything about it. I think, like I told you, it's the blueprint. You got a son.
yeah,
You want to make sure he gets the opportunity he deserves. This is how you do it.
and he will listen, and he will coach in the NFL. He will be a head coach in the NFL.
I don't think he wants to.
Oh, he
Yeah,
will.
I don't think he
He will.
wants to.
You know, I think things are going to change, man. I think at some point in time, because the integrity's gone, right?
Right,
So
right.
once the integrity's gone, it's things start falling apart. You know what I'm saying?
What I'll tell
Now,
you is this: what I could see potentially happening. The only way he's going to coach in the NFL is if it's something along the lines of what he's doing right now. He's going to have a grandson, right, to where it lines up and makes sense. But he's already vehemently denied everyone, and it makes a lot of sense. I mean, when you're talking
right,
about the NFL, you're talking about grown men that's making way more money than you could ever imagine, and now you're supposed to try to motivate them. Like his
listen,
spot, yeah,
and
where he's
and
special at is exactly where he is, which is the college level where you're not rich yet and you still need that motivation.
Dion, because what you got to realize is that there's nobody in the NFL today or ever who can look at Dion and be like, well, you can't
Nope,
say nothing to this brother.
nothing, nothing,
He is the
nothing.
Adonis DNA, bro. He
Yes,
is the
he's yeah,
prime
he's one of
example.
those. He like he said, he belong in the upper room. Like yeah, there's the
Plain and
Hall of
simple.
Fame, and they need to make an upper room.
Yo, they know they need when his gold jacket need to have 22 karat gold
Yeah,
infused in it, and
and some
you know what I'm saying?
asterisks, and some asterisks. No, I
Exactly,
agree.
man. Because bottom line is, man, is that he is the culture, bro.
Right. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So anybody in the NFL who today can't accept that and can't learn, then you got to go back to the basics.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Oh
there
yeah.
is no gold chain on the sideline. There is no
Nope.
iced out Prada glasses. There
Nope.
is no Cazals with that. You know what I'm saying? There's none of
No
that without Dion.
dancing. No high stepping. No.
You know, come on. There's none of
you
that without Dion, bro.
the whole
And the
culture.
thing, listen, man. He did it for the hood, bro. You know,
Yes.
and the thing is that the best part about Dion is that the track record. He consistently performed. When he was announcing, you know, no
Right.
matter what he did, he gave it his all, and you got prime. You got
Yeah.
prime
He
time. You got
he
the
said it,
numbers.
and not only that, he said it. He was a winner. Winner.
Oh,
Period.
exactly,
Winner. And his records prove that. Straight up winner.
exactly, exactly, man. You know, I mean, there hasn't been a prime. That's why I said. That's why I said
No.
he can go to.
No. No. Hey, you want to
That's
know
why
the
he can
thing?
go.
The closest thing we got to prime is the kid he coaching, which is Travis.
Right, right,
That's the closest
and
we got.
and he still got a lot to prove.
He a
And
lot. He's got a whole lifetime to prove. The fact we're even mentioning his name like this in itself is just
because he
telling
has,
you that he's there,
you know
but
what
it's
I'm
so
saying.
far away.
And then realistically, man, as talented as he is, he
Right.
plays one sport. He plays one sport.
Right. He ain't Dion. Exactly. That's what
No
I.
one, no, you can't. You know what I'm saying? All you can
Yes.
do, I mean, and I'm not one of those guys great making an idol out of nobody, man. Prime is
Right.
prime, bro. He gives you greatness,
Right.
man. That was
Hey,
that was God-given talent, bro, at the
I,
max.
and if you can't comprehend that, and that's the thing. If you can't see these things, like if you're not learning to be able to recognize, that's where you're losing. Because that you should be able to like you said, you should be able to recognize greatness, feel it, see it.
And
Like,
I told you, and if all Dion got to do, I mean, like I said, man, Dion can coach on any level. But
oh
I
yeah,
think, and this is my prediction, bro, because this is what they ain't talking about. Goodell is out of here.
I would
John
hope
Gruden's
so.
no, John Gruden's about to be the
Oh
first
yeah,
guy.
now that you say that, I think you're right. Now that you say
Yeah,
that, I think you're absolutely right.
this
He's got to
this
go
stuff is
after this debate. After,
really
because
been
Gruden might own the NFL after this. No, you're absolutely right.
see, and that's exactly where I was going. That's
Yep.
exactly they're gonna put someone with integrity in there now because
Right.
the
Yes.
jig is up. Everyone knows, everyone can see it now. They've
You're
instituted
right.
these rules to make the game controllable. The integrity is
How
gone,
long has
and if
Goodell been in there? Yeah, it's time for him to go. It's time for him to
he's
go.
been there a long time,
It's time for him to
and
go.
the integrity of the game, he makes like $40 million a year, bro.
Jesus.
20 million, 40 million, something like that a year, bro. To do what? Just
Cause
dominate
havoc
football.
across the league.
You know what I mean? This all the and you know what he is. You know if I look at Roger Goodell as Leo DiCaprio and Django, bro. My niggas, run football the way I tell them to run the football. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean, bro? And
I
listen,
do.
Candyland must fall.
Right.
You know what I'm
No.
saying?
I man, I definitely hear where you're. Look, there was one. I can't remember what it was on though, but it was Warren Sapp. Warren Sapp
Yep.
was one of the guys that really hit me to the reality of the NFL, if you will. And
Yep.
sometimes the stuff is in such plain sight. It's hilarious. It's like it's so sad, but it's and again, like I said, I attribute this to Warren Sapp because he had brought it to the attention based on whatever he was doing at this time, whatever team. But anyways, long story short, there used to be shirts or like everything, apparel, all kinds of
I did see
things,
that. Yeah.
property of the NFL. I mean, it doesn't get any worse than that. It might as well be property of
Might
right.
as well brand. You might as well brand them.
Exactly. And after hearing that, and then hearing the problems he was starting to go through, when it comes to getting insurance after being out of the league and 4 or 5, yeah,
Yeah.
it started to add up to me, and now I can see where they kind of keep you on the plantation, if you will, forever, because now you know, I just talked about it, right? I went and had the signings, right? We went and checked out Incognito, Dono Pen. I can guarantee you those guys go to that, right? They're the property of the NFL. You're star ex-star athlete. People want to see you in these stadiums. People want to see you at the signings. Yeah, sure, we'll give you a little bit of money, some chump
Yeah.
change, but guess what? You are the NFL property. You are the property of the NFL.
Listen,
You will
listen,
come back
listen.
because you're going to need this money anyway, sir. Right? Yeah.
Listen.
You're going to blow
That's why
everything or
I got
whatever the
so
case
much
may
respect.
be.
I got so much respect for Marshawn, because Marshawn was the one that really exposed it to me.
Right.
When he started playing for Seattle after that Super Bowl,
Right.
he said, it ain't about the money to me, bro. I got enough money. Skittles paying me, bro.
Right.
Skittle, I'm not even touching this NFL money. It's Skittle money. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
But Marshawn, someone that played the game with almost an
Passion.
unparalleled passion. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying? And
yes.
the
Unmatched.
fun that he had, the energy that he brought to the game. I mean, he had the most incredible run in NFL history. It caused a
History.
freaking earthquake. It quake, bro. It registered on the Richter. The people was going so nuts. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So you take a guy like that, he say, "Nah, I don't want to play."
Right.
He get up there in the interview and say, "I'm just here cause so I don't get fined."
Right.
They
No, you're
set
right.
prime time. Listen, bro, because it's mandatory. They set prime time down to him before the game to try to get prime. You go talk to him. Maybe you can get him to say something.
Right. Right.
He's the most interesting guy in the NFL. Get him to say something. And all he said, he looking at Prime with a smile like, man, I ain't feeding into this. And Prime know exactly what he's saying because they done been there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
said, so what did you say? he say? You about that action? Huh? Yeah, I'm about that action, boss.
About that action, boss.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean, man? And he was
He
letting you
didn't want
know,
to
bro.
disrespect that legend. No, you're absolutely right. He didn't want to disrespect that
Exactly,
legend.
exactly. Because if they would have sent Lisa Salters or whoever
Oh,
else,
she'd have got assaulted.
he been looking at her. He been looking at her like a cold glass of lemonade. Like, girl, me and you got nothing to talk about on camera. So if you ain't got to talk
Nothing.
about that, see you at the end of the game.
He was
You know what I'm
already
saying?
in beast mode. He was in beast mode. You absolutely right. I remember that like it was yesterday.
You know what I mean, man? But there's certain dudes, bro. That's they can't hide how real they are. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
No, absolutely. 100%. None of the money,
So
none of the stuff matters. Yeah, none of that stuff matters.
exactly, exactly, and that's what I really respect about him, man. And that's why I really wish Kyrie just would have walked away from the game.
Yeah.
I wish he just would have walked away from the game. I wish him and 10 other top cats would have been like, yo, I've made $100 million in my life.
Right. Right.
I'm not gonna be. I'm a man with morals. I got a family to go home to.
You
I'm
want to
not
know
gonna sit.
what else a lot of this stuff is though I start to think about is we don't realize how these guys like literally become the lifeline of more families than you'll ever imagine.
Oh yeah,
And it's because of what they're doing and they realize that you know what? I got enough for me and mine.
right.
But if I just drop the mic like that, look what I'm leaving behind. All those families that's eating off of me. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
man.
saying?
But see, have you ever heard Dave Chappelle his analogy about the how the Bushmen find out water?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy with the baboon and the salt. How they catch the baboon and
Yep.
they give the baboon salt and then they follow the baboon to water. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. No, absolutely.
Uh, you know what I'm saying? These cats got to realize, man. If there's no show without
Right.
show. You know what I'm saying? And I've
Yeah.
always used this analogy. They can beat you as bad as they want, but at the
Right.
end of the day, the slaves row the ship. And if
Right.
you say, I ain't going no motherfucking way,
Right.
guess what? We ain't going nowhere.
Going nowhere. No, you're right.
It's just going to take for them to tuck their tail and say, well, what you want? You want some fresh water? You want some bread?
Right.
What you want? You want some cheese? What you want? Because we got places to go, and y'all
Right.
rolling the ship. But see, that's what they do. They keep us divided.
Of
You know
course.
what I'm saying?
Of course.
And keep us at each other's necks. You know what I mean? So that
Yep.
there's never no unity. There's never that moment where we
There's
say,
no ability
"Oh,
for that. There's no ability for everybody to look at them and say, "Look, you're done. You're done."
yeah,
In fact,
I'm the schmuck. I'm the paycheck.
right.
You don't get paid without
Right.
me. You're selling my jerseys. I sold 1 million jerseys because of my ability. Now,
Right.
no one knows who owns the Brooklyn Nets. I
No.
don't know that guy's name. Even after all this controversy, you could say his name right now. I wouldn't know. You
I
know what I'm
agree.
saying? His
Yep.
kids can walk down the street. Kyrie's kids can't.
Nope.
They know what Kyrie kids look like. He can go walk up in Wawa's and go buy him a sandwich and go home at the end of the day. Kyrie
Right.
can't.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? And he writing the
I do.
checks. His name is on Kyrie check every week. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So,
Yeah.
at some point in time, and that's why I said, man, I've lost a lot of respect for these dudes, bro. Uh, the fact that Bron didn't stand with him, Steph didn't
Right.
stand with him, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? You don't have to back his stance, but
Mm-mm.
you do have to back is that this is a man with an opinion
Right.
in a free country where we
Right.
have the First Amendment. The
Free
First
speech.
Amendment.
Yeah.
And on top of that, the media can attack you just like he said. They say nigger on Twitter all day.
Right.
Ain't nobody tripping over that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, when the integrity is gone, things crumble. You
No.
know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Absolutely. I mean, yeah. You're seeing it happen in real time. No.
Yep.
You're not gonna get a lot. Yeah.
And the biggest thing they did was they kicked that Hornets nest and messing with John Gruden because Gruden is crazy. And Gruden makes himself that he's not about money. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? He's not a
Right.
guy that's like, well, how much you gonna pay me for that? He loves football.
Right. No,
You know
you're
what I'm
right.
saying? And he's someone, and it's the reason why he's been relevant to the NFL so long, because he's someone who's been known to have integrity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When and you notice, right, when they said that he made remarks and all this other stuff, they didn't want to say what he said in those emails. They wanted
Right.
to try to play it as though he said something racist.
Right.
What he did is he was calling them, the F word with two G's in front.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he was slinging that word around like it was 1975. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? And that was the classified term for that sector group of people or that
Right.
lifestyle. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
No,
So
absolutely.
and because just like with Richie Incognito, right? I
He
love
used to
him,
be a
bro.
problem.
That dude on the Dolphins. Remember when he called him Richie Incognito called him a bitch ass nigga
Right.
in the locker room in front of everybody. And they tried to make it for Richie Incognito. And bro, it was the entire Dolphins freaking offense and defense was like, no, 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 no. We ain't gonna let y'all run with this story.
Right.
I ain't running with this story. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? First
Right.
of all, this dude don't. We got a law. It's a rule. You don't talk about what happens in that locker room.
Right. I
And
remember
then
that.
just sent Richie to toughen this dude up.
Right.
We paying this dude big money and he getting ran over by linebackers. We ain't having it.
Yeah,
So
I remember. I know exactly.
when Richie broke him, right? And now he's crying to management that he doesn't even know management sent Richie to
To
do
do it.
this.
To do it.
You know what I'm saying? And he says, Richie called me the N word.
Right. Right.
And now management is like, well, stop acting like a bitch ass nigga.
Right.
It's incredible. 335. What you talking about? You get paid to do something. You know what I
Right.
mean? So they had to come to a side, but see, they'll try to paint that picture. They'll try to slap that label on you. Oh, he's a bigot. Oh, he's this. Oh, he's that. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And like I said, when you do that, you're jeopardizing the integrity of everything.
I
You know what I'm
agree.
saying?
I
Because
agree.
now you're crying wolf.
Right.
You're crying wolf. What happens when the wolf comes? No one wants to hear it.
Right.
And that's what's happened with Roger Goodell. They tried to sling that bigot term at someone that the entire world knows is not no bigot. John Gruden.
Right.
You
That's
know
what
what I'm
happened. You hit it right on the head. You hit it right on the head there. He has a lot of He has a lot of players that came to his back.
saying?
Like,
Came
look, the
immediately.
dude is not a racist.
Immediately.
You're crazy. Yeah.
Exactly. And then that's when they had to say it was derogatory slurs or whatever they
That's when they
wanted to
changed
say.
it to the A B C D E
Homophobic
F G.
slurs.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
that's what they changed it
homophobic.
to. Yep.
You know what I mean? But Goodell is going down, man, because like I said, they targeted him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They targeted him because he was talking the way he wanted to talk because it's a free country, and these
Right.
were private emails that were taken that were first of all from years ago, right? And they were emails that he sent to his brother.
Right.
This is family members talking,
Right.
and
No,
now
absolutely.
you're investigating someone else, a owner that you're trying to deflect away from. That we all know these people are racist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? There's no
Absolutely.
mystery. There's no secret to that. You know
Nope.
what I'm saying? So so what they're trying to do, they're trying to deflect and make it about John Gruden, someone that they don't like because he's calling them the F bomb in all of his
Right.
emails. You know
Right.
what I'm
Right.
saying?
He was
And,
getting it in. He was getting it in.
and from what I understand, yeah, I put it like this: if someone were to call me that, I say, yo, bro, feel how you feel. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
Say it on the internet, say it in your email, but if I see you, we might have to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But it don't hold no weight with me. I'm not gonna lose no sleep over it. You
Right.
know what I mean? So now when these guys are saying these things and someone calls you something,
Right.
now no one knows that he called you this, right?
Right. Yeah.
So you triggered. You only get triggered when there's a hint of truth to it,
Exactly. Hey, only a hit dog holler.
right? There
Only
was
a
an
hit
old
dog
saying.
hollers.
Listen, there was an
Only a
old
hit
saying
dog
that
hollers.
got triggered by a documentary that Kyrie tweeted about.
Right.
Right now, when you look at what that documentary was talking about, why would that trigger anyone if you're
Right.
standing on righteous?
Right. No,
You
absolutely.
know, so there's a hint of truth to it. And so going back to that F word with those two G's in the middle,
Right.
these guys these guys know each other and they deal with each other on a much more personal basis than we will ever see these people.
Right.
So if John Gruden was constantly referring to someone, from what I understand,
Right. Right. Right.
as derogatory term, because I do think that it's a derogatory term. You know
It
what I'm
is.
saying?
It is. No,
I
absolutely.
think
Look, and again, that's the thing. That's people need to understand. Nobody's against this group of people, except right.
no,
No one's
exactly.
advocating for any harm. No, in any way, shape, or form. But at the
But
same time, these things can start to become detrimental.
exactly,
They
exactly.
start to turn. They turn into not what the group wanted, and that's the thing. I can assure you, there are several people that are a part of that group that don't want to be a part of that group anymore because of what it's turning into.
Exactly,
And
exactly.
it's not right before what it used to represent. Yeah, sure, but now what it's turning into, what people are doing with it, for the sake of their agenda, it, it,
Exactly.
it's it's changing. It's changing what's happening. It's
There's
changing what
no
it's about.
there's
The
no
integrity,
integrity.
exactly. Yeah, you're hitting it on. It's the integrity, exactly.
You know what I mean? And that's what it keeps coming back to. And like I said, you know, uh, they're gonna. I forget who they took it to. I think it went to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court within like 10 minutes were like, "Oh no, definitely, they have a case."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever
Oh
court
yeah.
they took it to, I can't.
Oh
Was
yeah.
it the
He's
Supreme
totally.
Court? I can't
Yeah,
remember.
he's gonna bring the NFL down. That's what I'm saying. Gruden is about to
Yeah,
own the NFL.
yeah,
It's gonna be the
exactly,
Gruden NFL, not the NFL. The Gruden NFL.
exactly. John's football league. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
basically.
And this is the other thing that I said. I think they should do it too. Once all this blows, once it happens, and he, whether they put him as the commissioner or whatever, it probably won't happen just because of what'll take place.
Right.
But I've always said this. Uh, and it's unfortunate that they did what they did to him because he's not coaching right now, man. But
Right.
I always felt like the next series of Maddens, I think Gruden should be Madden, especially now that Madden's gone. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
We need
I
somebody.
think I think they should retire, and I think it should be John Gruden football, and you change a little bit of stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe put some of his silly commentary or whatever, some Chucky heads in there, whatever you want to do. But
I like that.
but
I mean,
and
Madden is gonna live on forever. Madden will be Madden. That game is never gonna die. But I do
yeah,
like what you mean by passing on that lineage, if you will, from football player to coach slash just icon. Because
icon, exactly.
that's the thing. Gruden is an icon, whether people like it or not. I mean, regardless
Man,
of what you
listen,
feel about him, the guy's done what
listen,
he's done.
exactly. And I don't think there was any debating it. I think that
Nope.
he was beloved on a level like almost like John Madden. And
Yep.
John Madden was like, freaking, Santa Claus of the NFL. Everybody loved him. You know what I mean?
Everybody.
But but
Fellow
and
Raider.
not everybody. People like to talk, but you couldn't question his integrity. You
No.
couldn't question his love for the game,
Nope.
and he was invested in those players, man.
100%.
He was emotionally and he loved the NFL. He loves the game, you know.
Right.
And it's sad what they did to him, man. But like I said, sometimes you bark up the wrong tree,
Right.
and that tree ain't falling on your ass. You know, you know what I'm
Nope.
saying. And I think it's a situation they've got themselves into, man. I think that they know it. And I think the NFL is due for a cleaning, man.
Yeah,
Certain things
it's
are going to
time. It's time. It's time for some new blood. I agree. I don't know how long Goodell's been in there. I don't know all the ramifications of that stuff. I've never paid attention to that side of the business. So,
I know it's been at least 15 years.
right. It's been well over a decade. And
Oh yeah, definitely. I want to say 12, maybe 12 to 15 years.
Right. And I mean,
You got the net right there. Look it up when you get in there.
let's
Watch
look.
watch it be like watch it be like 2000. What was it? 2001 or 2002? The year the Raiders got screwed. Watch it be at.
Yeah, right. 2006.
Oh, okay, all right. So right after that, all right. So you
Yep.
can't
He
hold him
took
accountable.
over for Paul Tagliabue. 2000
That's okay.
September
Yep.
2006.
Yep.
So yeah,
And,
he's
and
well over 15 years.
look at the changes. Look at the integrity of the game. Look where it's gone.
Yeah, from 2006 to now. No, you're absolutely right. The changes of it is drastic
Insane.
and it's not for the better.
Definitely
Nope.
not. Definitely not. Now I respect a lot of the things that they've done to try to make the game safer.
Right.
So
As well as
you know,
more exciting.
as well as more excited because like we've all said it. Everybody out there is running 20 miles per hour. You gotta, we can't be using them same Riddell pads that me and you was hitting people with. You
Nope.
know what I'm saying?
You won't have nobody at the end of the game.
Yeah,
Everybody
man, you got
broke.
to be body parts on the field. You know what I mean?
Everybody broke up. Yep.
But it's they got to restore some type of order, man, or eventually no one's gonna watch. And people don't realize. A lot of people don't realize. A lot of Trump's America,
Right.
they don't follow NFL no more. You know
Nah.
what I mean? And I say Trump's America, not to kind of classify, you know what I'm saying? But when you say that, I think a lot of times a certain demographic comes to mind,
Right.
and that's the demographic in which I'm referring to. A lot of them, especially after that Neil Colin Kaepernick stuff and all that other stuff,
Yep.
a lot of them don't support it anymore. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And have took a very strong stance on it. You know what I
No, they
mean?
really no, you're absolutely right. They lost a lot of fans over that. They lost a lot.
Yeah, which I respect. And my whole thing is I understand what Colin Kaepernick was doing. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? But I genuinely doubt if his motives and intentions were as genuine as he portrayed them.
Well, it
You
wasn't.
know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
it was obvious. He got the money and it was a wrap. It was right. I mean,
Exactly. But also, right? Like I said, man, this stuff. It's on television. It's entertainment. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And like we said, we got the bag regardless. But he got the bag regardless.
Yep.
But he was never a top tier quarterback.
Nope.
He came into a winning system
Yep.
with a winning record,
Yep.
with a great team.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything
And
was right there for him.
everything was and then not only that, he was so no one he was the X factor. No one knew Alex Smith went down. No one knew who Colin Kaepernick was. They weren't
Right.
expecting this freaking 6'7" dude with a 4.240 and you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
this dude, he was the X factor. You know what I mean? The NFL had to adjust to this dude who had superior athleticism at the time. You know,
Yep.
and when they did, they proved that he was not even an average quarterback. On top of the fact, and this is what I always tell people, you can be as fast and as strong as you want, but it's a mental game.
Oh yeah.
It's a mental game. And when you're the quarterback, you got to have a high football IQ. And he didn't have a high football IQ.
Mm-mm.
Simple as that. Cam Newton, there's no reason why he shouldn't have 2 or 3 Super Bowls.
Right.
Low IQ. And when you hear him talk now about it, he admits it.
Oh
He
yeah.
had a low football. I was so used to people kissing my butt and saying, "Yo, you the man, you the man, you the man. Just go out and
Right.
get it done."
Right.
When he wasn't physically capable of doing that anymore. You know what I
Right.
mean? He had
Yeah.
nothing to fall back on. You know what I mean? People forget, like remember how athletic Aaron Rodgers was? He was like Steve Young.
Right. But now, no, he's
You know,
barely getting
he
away. No,
athletic.
you're right.
You know what I mean? He can move. You know what I mean? But now, right, he's not as mobile. He's 40. You know what I'm saying? 40, whatever. But he's has a high football IQ. He knows how to move. Another guy that is kind of proven himself to not really have a high football IQ. Russell Wilson,
Yep.
right? When you can't run around and scramble and run away from everybody, your game is trash.
Yep.
You're literally looking and putting you're the worst quarterback in the NFL. And this is not an attack on Russ. I love Russ. I love Russ. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's a mental game. And when you can't, when you're not advancing mentally in this game, then you're getting passed by because they're learning you every year.
Right. You're
And,
absolutely
and, and
right
it's the
about that.
mental. You know, I mean, look at Eli Manning.
Right.
You don't run, he don't scramble. High football IQ.
Huge.
Up, here's up,
Huge.
up, up. Damn, he didn't pick up that blocker. Let me sit down.
Yep.
You just sit down. Let you tackle.
Right.
Let you
Exactly. Yeah.
tackle.
Like, yeah. I'm playing next week. I'm playing next week.
Right, exactly. And I'm not throwing this ball freaking 60 yards downfield to no one.
Right.
I'll take the sack, kick, punt the ball.
We'll
You know what
move
I'm
on to
saying?
the next. No, you're
You know,
absolutely
so
right, bro. You preaching. You
and this is
definitely
yeah,
speaking that game. You spitting them facts. Facts is being spit for sure. So what you think we got to deal with when it comes to these Steelers, man?
nothing. If we don't do this win, then my Raider gear burning starts freaking immediately. Plain and simple. If we don't beat them by 2 touchdowns,
Right.
I'll probably watch again for the rest of the season, bro.
Hey, well, the problem is, man, the weather, bro. Real talk. And the only reason I bring this up is
Yeah, stay
because
away.
I'm going exactly right. Like my squad, my alma mater, right? We messed around and ended up having to go to South Dakota because of some BS NCAA politics. And I need to put that
Yeah,
out there real quick. The NCAA is so corrupt, it's so ridiculous. First and foremost, what I'm talking about is the FCS bowl situation, right? The real way to do it, which is what they're gonna do, start doing. I think it's 2025, maybe 2024.
yeah,
When
yeah.
it comes to the BCS, the BCS
Yep,
is expanding. I want to say 16 bracket playoff.
yep.
Well, the FCS has been doing this forever, right? But
Right.
long story short, just to let you know how shady it is, we didn't lose to a single FCF team all season. Uh, and in fact, the only loss we had was to a BCS team, which was the Oregon State Beavers. Like, come on. You ain't talking like they beat Oregon this year.
Right now, yeah, I was gonna say they beat up on Oregon. They
That,
beat the Ducks this year.
that's who we lost to. But we're
Right.
fourth seeded under North Dakota State, who's got 2 losses.
Yeah, man.
We came in
Like I said,
fourth. They came in third. South Dakota State was in first. And then Sacramento State was second, who hadn't had a loss period all season.
right.
But
Yep.
what I'm trying to explain is because the NCAA was corrupt, they got what they wanted. What they wanted for money purposes is a South Dakota State versus North
Exactly.
Dakota State game. But the way they had to do it was make the Bobcats fourth seeded as
Right.
opposed to North Dakota State being fourth seeded in the right proper area, because that would have
Right.
set them up for the semifinal game, not the final, but the
Yep.
semifinal. And God forbid that the best game at the end of the season isn't right. So
Right.
They gave North Dakota State the nod over us at the 3 spot. So
Yep.
that way they guaranteed if they met each other, it will be at the final game. Now, we should have never been playing the Jackrabbits in Jackrabbit Stadium. We should have been on the
Right.
other side of the bracket. North Dakota
Yep.
State should have been over there having to go there. And the reason I
Yeah.
say this stuff is because of what you just said. You would think, oh, we got this game on Smash. But the reality is the elements, the outdoor elements.
Yeah.
It
No doubt.
matters.
Big
When
time.
the ground is frozen, not when it's just cold. When the ground is frozen, there's a different way to play the game. You have
Oh
no
yeah.
footing.
Not only that, that frozen ground is one thing for cold air. Is one thing for snow and rain, but
Right.
frozen ground that take the fight out you real quick.
Ig-
Fight out real quick.
I'm
You
telling
don't
you,
know.
it's a
Yo,
difference between playing in 17 degrees as opposed to 7.
yep.
Right? Where the ground is a little, ground is a little, it's a little cold as opposed to frozen. And
Right.
that's what happened. We had to play them in their elements.
Yep.
And it was just not right. And the only reason they got that was because this of the outcome that the NCAA wanted. We should have
Right.
been ranked third. We should have
And
been
this,
playing incarnate word to play against either North Dakota or South Dakota State. That's what should have happened. But because of their fantasy and money, because
yeah,
that's really what it was. They chose this.
yeah, man.
You-
Yeah.
and I'm mad about it because the elements, and that's only I'm it tied to tie it back into, bro. We going to Pitt. We going to Pittsburgh. It's probably 10 feet of snow out there already. It's no out the indoor stadium. Who knows if
Yeah.
the ground is going to be frozen? And that's all I'm saying is, we finally got our Bugattis back, right? We got Renfro and Hunter. What?
Waller.
How are they going to play in these conditions? Like, I don't know. All I know is that
So they stand in front of heaters with a big thermal jacket.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
The weather
So
matters, ladies and gentlemen. I just want people to know the weather matters. There's a reason why home field advantage matters. And this
bro,
is exactly what it is.
did you see it was an interesting stat with Miami, with the Miami Dolphin Stadium. Did you see that?
Right,
They have the stadium position to where the visiting team is
right,
always in the sun
right.
and the Dolphins get the shade. They said it's anywhere from 20 to 40 degrees, depending on the weather, hotter on the other sideline.
Yes.
They said since this new stadium, uh, I forget the percentage, the win percentage has gone up, but like their home game winning percentage is up like 84% or something
Yeah, I
crazy,
believe it.
like a crazy number, a crazy number, and
I
like
believe it.
you know what I'm saying, man. So like tying back in what you said, the elements come into play, the environment comes into play,
It
the
matters.
weather play. It definitely matters. And like you said, you're taking a team from Las Vegas playing in a dome, playing at 76 perfect temperature. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Fancy,
Absolutely.
no divots in the field. You know what
Nothing.
I mean?
Perfect grass. Perfect grass. It's manicured. It's manicured like our haircuts.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Fresh edge ups every Saturday night.
Every Saturday that field getting the edge up. Looking beautiful, watered right, no brown spots nowhere, none of that. So, but that's the only thing that I'm scared of. We have the talent, we have the ability. Um, you know,
The only
I'm
reason
just
I don't
scared,
worry is just the only
huh?
reason I don't worry and not to cut you off, man, is because we got the ground game. We know what we
Right,
can do. We
right,
know what we can do. Give him the
right.
ball, let him get his stuff down low, let him feed
And,
them
and that was
dudes.
the key, and just to continue to tie in these elements and weather and the playing. That was why we lost, meaning Montana State losing to South Dakota State. We lost. Why? Because we have one of the most athletics offensive lines that you're gonna ever see. That is where we thrive. Our footing, our footwork, offensive line wise, is what made us thrive. And guess what happens when the field is frozen?
Yeah,
You kind of lose some of that.
yeah. That's
So
all I can.
you're saying it right on the head. When you know how to play in those conditions as a team and you run the ball on skates, as opposed to the opposing team that doesn't understand it, that's where
Yeah.
you lose. I think we won't have that problem. I don't think the field will be frozen. I don't think any of that stuff will be anything we have to deal with. But it will be cold. I don't know if it's supposed to snow. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right?
Nah, Pittsburgh is in that cold snap. Because it runs right up the East Coast where it starts to warm up, like Connecticut and New York and stuff. But they in that purple cone. I was just looking at. They just cleared because I'm out here in the mountains. A state of
Right,
emergency about 2 3 hours ago, man. The temperature's supposed to get brutally cold this next couple weeks or next couple
right.
days, man. So it's gonna be frozen tundra out there, man.
It is.
So
Yeah. Hey, and they say Saturday it's gonna be 12 degrees, bro.
yeah, exactly, man.
And we
Exactly.
played them
The
on the
wind chill.
24th is
They got
Saturday,
the
right?
rivers right. They got the rivers, huh?
The 24th. We play them on the 24th, which is Saturday.
Yeah, yep, yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be 12 degrees.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be cold, man. Then with that wind chill, who knows? Be below zero.
Yep. Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
It's not gonna be fun. It's not gonna be fun. So, but I mean, I still think we win. I still think we're fine. I'm just making sure I note that hey, the weather is a factor.
Yo, and we were speaking about weather, yo. Every time I think about football in the snow, I think about Shady McCoy, yo. The coldest running back in
Right?
snow ever.
Yeah.
Yo,
That dude is
Shady,
dope.
bro, the Shady be doing the cats in the snow. Yeah, yeah, man, I used to be hoping, yo, for an Eagles game in the snow to watch. His cat
Right.
put in work, bro. Yeah,
He's a good
you know,
commentator too. He's a good commentator. I
yeah,
like him.
yeah, I like Shady, man. I like Shady, man.
Yeah,
I
me
seen him
too.
on, I seen him on that podcast. What's those two cats that got the podcast?
I know who you're talking
Uh,
about.
they
I
used to
know
have them
exactly
on.
who you're talking about. Crowler, and oh boy, I know who you're talking about. I've seen him too.
Yeah, they used to be with Brandon Marshall.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was a Brandon Marshall fan, I guess, a little bit as a player, but after learning the details of some of the stuff that went on, man, I don't really pay much attention to him now.
Right.
But and those dudes definitely have a much better platform, yo. The cast that they bring in, the conversation, the stuff they talk about, man,
Absolutely.
it's entertainment. They got a nice little recipe over there.
Yeah, I agree. No, you're absolutely right, bro. I agree. I pay attention to it. You know, if it's on, I'm watching. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, I catch it. But yeah, man, shout out to Shady. Shady used to get cast of business in the snow.
Yeah, he
So
did. He just
speaking
give
of,
guys cast the business in general. Shady, he's one of those
oh, he
real
did
true
shit on
running
shit in
backs.
general. Yeah, definitely. But
Yeah, that,
and, playing in the snow, man. From back home, bro. You get out of
yeah,
school early. You didn't have to say it. Meet me at the field.
right. Oh, wait, we
Yeah,
grew up in it. Exactly. I mean, I remember coming home just your hands cold after the fact. You didn't even realize how cold you was till you got home.
till you got home, right? Exactly. You
Yeah,
got in some heat and going up.
right. Yeah, those days are ingrained, man. Like I said, I mean, that was the one good thing about being from Connecticut is the fact that hey, I can play in anything. I can play in anything.
Anything, man. Anything.
Yep. I think it helped when it came to going to Montana State, right? I mean, hey, got a kid from California, but he's actually from Connecticut. Yeah, this kid can play in that.
It's like I thought he was from California. He's out there in a t-shirt.
Right, exactly. Yep,
He's got
yep.
the tightest snowballs on the team. There's no way he's from California.
Yes, sir. But yeah, I expect us to win, man. I expect us to win, like you said, at least by a touchdown. I don't know what the
Yeah.
spread is yet. I will definitely be betting on this game for sure. Us and
Who they got
probably
on
the
that? I mean, what do they
huh
got? Pickett or something? Yeah, who's their quarter got at quarterback?
Pickett, who I like. He got hurt though. I think I want to say he got
Yeah,
hurt. He's under the protocol.
a shoulder or something like that, some type of injury.
Right. So they got Trubisky, which man,
If they
that
put
dude can
Mitch in,
play,
I'm happy.
huh?
They put Mitch, I said if they put Mitch in, I'm happy. That's the dub.
Right. That's our best bet. We'd rather him over Pickett.
Yep,
we
yep.
rather him over Pickett. 100%.
Because so like I said, but like I said, man, they got a solid running game, but like I said, man, I think our defense can hold them on the ground. You know what
Right.
I mean? Especially if we put them in a predicament to where they got to pass the ball. If we can get out, if I put it like this, they're the type of team where if we get up 10 points in the second half, I don't think, especially not with Trubisky in there, they're definitely not. But even with
Right.
Pickett, man, because they have a decent group of receivers, but they don't catch the ball, man. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So if you ain't throwing
Yeah.
the ball to that rookie, what's the rookie Pickens? If you ain't getting that kid the ball, then it's a 50-50. Is who gonna catch it? It's like throwing the ball
Right.
to Mac Howard. You know,
Yes. I agree.
50-50.
I
So
agree.
but it should be a good game, man. I'm looking forward to Jacobs going off. I think
Yep.
he could have another game because I think we just about stick with the recipe. I think if they can't stop the run, I don't even bother throwing the ball. Just let him run until he gets tired.
Right. Yeah, I agree. No, I agree. Just run him into the ground at this point. It sounds terrible, but trust me, he wants it. He's happy about that.
That's all he wants, and that's what I love about him, bro. He don't want to come off the field. What I
Nope.
really also love about him is that he's become a much better receiver out of the backfield.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Much better receiver out of the backfield. Worked on his hands, and man, like I said, if we don't pay him, he's gonna get paid.
He getting paid. There's no question he's getting paid.
And I'm gonna tell you who gonna cut him a big check if we don't pay him, the Rams.
I
Simple
could
as that.
see it. I could see it. Bro, and the real talk, anybody.
Oh yeah,
Whoever,
yeah.
anybody.
But I think he'd be more apt because it's just a ride across the desert. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? It ain't that far. You know what
Right.
I mean? And you still get to be essentially a California kid. Whatever it is you want to do. If you want to make some more babies out there in California, you can.
You got too many of them.
But not only that, I'm pretty sure they have the cap space to give them. To give them.
That's right. They lost a lot. Yeah, they got plenty of space. No, you're right. You're
You
right.
know what
They
I
got
mean?
plenty of space.
So I think they got the money to pay him what he really wants and what he deserves. And I think if the Raiders can't come up with something close, because I don't think that he necessarily wants to go.
Oh no,
You
I
know what
know
I
he
mean?
doesn't want to go. Don't
Right.
nobody want to leave Las Vegas. Don't nobody
Exactly.
want to leave Las Vegas.
So they got to treat him fair, man. And unfortunately, I don't think they will. But our biggest problem is we got to get rid of McDaniel's, yo. You know what I mean? And I'll tell you what our really biggest problem is. We need a billionaire to buy out Davis, bro. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
We don't have no
Just
money.
say
We broke.
just say
We broke. That's really what it is. We broke.
yeah.
And I don't know if we can withstand the amount of money being given to coaches now that we've done what we've done without a billionaire
Yeah.
coming in and just saying, yo, we don't care about the money.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna eat a lot of bad money. That's the problem. You're gonna eat and it's a complete loss. You're
Well,
talking over
yeah.
100 of millions of dollars. It's just a complete
Yeah.
loss.
Yeah. It's a complete loss. You know what I'm saying? And then the other thing is that to bring in a quality coach. Now what you gonna do, right? Now you just gave McDaniel's a bum, all this money, right? Now
Yeah.
you're gonna try to bring in who? A Mike Tomlin or any other black coach? You're gonna have to make him the highest paid coach in the NFL,
They
or
don't
it'll
have the
be
money.
perceived and immediate, and it can only be taken as complete disrespect that you paid a bum all this money
Right.
and you don't want to pay a reputable, credible guy with Super Bowls or a credible guy with playoff appearances.
Can't
Um,
afford it. Anybody that understands though, can they understand, bro? You still paying Gruden. You're still paying Gruden, let alone paying McDaniel. You still paying Gruden right now. And you're gonna be paying Gruden for another decade.
I don't know, man. Start buying some lottery tickets, man.
Yeah, exactly. You hit it right on the head though. That is our main problem. Our main problem is whether we like it or not. We're stuck with McDaniels. There's no getting around this. It's too much money. You're talking over $300 million
Or coaching, on coaches. You know
on
what I'm
just the
saying?
coaching. That's what I'm saying. So even if you get a billionaire, and he's not going to be cool with just, so I'm gonna just give up 300 billion without the coach that I want. Meaning, so I'm gonna have 400 billion minimum. I mean,
Well,
400 million.
us.
Yes, it's a lot of sunken costs when it comes to the Raiders. You better off just waiting this out. You know what I mean? As an owner, you better off just waiting this out, waiting for a fire sale or something.
But you know what, man? We really can't afford to, man. I
I
mean,
know
I put like if Derek Carr comes back next year, and
he will.
yeah,
He
you
will.
got you
He's coming back, bro. I don't. I think we're
know,
all delusional on a lot of this stuff. Like we thought that Waller wasn't coming
I
back.
want him to. I want him to. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And this is the thing that I've seen. And like I said, man, McDaniels came to sabotage, bro.
Right.
These dudes don't like the Raiders, man. They don't like the Raiders, and that's why they had to get John Gruden out of there because he was legitimately gonna do his job. McDaniels is there to sabotage, bro.
It's starting to
Look,
make
he's a
sense.
bum. I'm telling you, he's a bum and he's a scrub, right? But not only that, you see the plays they were running last week? They were
Dude,
running
I
NFL plays last week.
don't even get me started. Don't even
They,
get me
like,
started on
where's
that.
this playbook? You guys must have taken someone's wristband. Whose wristband did you take? That ain't the Raiders wristband with end arounds on it and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
I
you know what I mean? So, but what it was a slap in the face to anyone who's really paying attention
right.
because it's like, oh no, we got the plays, we just not running.
Right. No, no, you're right. We know what we doing. We just don't want to do it.
Listen, bro, it's coaching, bro. You know what I mean? And I think that's where the tears came from with Derek.
Right.
Yo, they're
Right.
sabotaging.
He knows. No, I
Sabotaging.
agree. I already told you they put him in an impossible situation, no matter what the case may be.
Exactly.
No matter what, there was no winning for Derek Carr this season. Derek Carr damn near could have got to the Super Bowl, and it didn't matter. They were going to find a way.
Bro, they didn't want to run Jacob. You know what I mean? Like it was Operation Sabotage, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
It's a theory. It's a conspiracy. It's a theory. It's a valid one in my opinion because the bottom line is the play calling has been juvenile at best. At best.
what I hope that they find is that there is a freaking NFL wide conspiracy among several owners and
Right.
several coaches to plot against the Raiders, bro. Because
Right.
there's really no other way to you know what I'm saying? I hope it's
Yes.
uncovered. I hope John Gruden uncovers it. You
Somebody.
know what I'm saying? I hope they get legitimate investigators and look into this and find out what's really going on. And then you
Right.
got to protect them guys because I didn't throw that mafia word out there for no reason. You know.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
you know what I'm saying? So you know there's some chicanery going on over there. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And
Absolutely.
and we deserve to have it exposed, man. We deserve, everything's being exposed, man. And I think
Right.
2023 is going to be a special year for it. With everything going on, man.
Yep.
The next 2 or 3 months in this country, man, are getting ready to be. Uh, it's going to be some special times, man. With all this
I
freaking
agree.
January stuff they got going on, and I don't pay much attention to it, but I just know that on January 6th of this year, the Supreme Court is looking at some type of documentation into the election. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like, it's just so much funny stuff, and I catch glimpses of it. I hear little
Right.
pieces of it, but I really don't care. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
No, I'm with you.
it's setting the stage for something. You
No,
know what
you're
I'm saying?
absolutely right. There's a lot going on, bro, that I've been telling people for a while. I've already been working my exit strategy, if you will, for quite some time.
Well said. Exactly, man.
I've
You
been
know.
working on that. I have an exit strategy for what perceive I'll need. Hey man, good luck to my kids. Like, real talk. I don't even understand, like, because right, America, in my opinion, is not gonna be what we had. It's just
No.
not. I don't even think it is now. I don't even think America is now what we had.
This is Babylon, man. And to anybody who happens to hear this, if you don't know what Babylon is, I'm not talking about the TV shows or the movies.
Right.
saying? Open up that book. Open up
Yeah.
that book and find out what Babylon was about.
No, I
You
agree,
know.
man. Like I say, we got our exit strategy going on. We hope it works out. Kids will know where we are. 6 hour flight. And good luck to the rest of the Americans that want to
Yeah.
continue to deal with what you got to deal with, because
What you gotta do.
it's
Listen,
just
man.
not going to be easy, bro. I mean, people in retirement like myself, that it doesn't matter what America is doing. It's just not conducive to your bank account. So whether you love, hate it, or indifference, it doesn't matter. If you're smart, in my opinion, you're looking at an exit
Yeah.
strategy anyways on at
So
least some
that
part of
that's
the year to be able to get some relief for your money and let it run as long as it needs to. So
$1 billion worth of nothing is still
yeah,
nothing.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And I don't
exactly.
think
So
people really understand it. And I tell people, is food more expensive or is our dollar worth less?
right, right,
You know what I'm saying? Which one is it? You know what I'm saying?
right.
Or is there a correlation between the two?
Yep,
Ask Venezuela. Ask Venezuela.
right. No,
You know,
absolutely. No, you absolutely right, brother. You are
I know
absolutely
you
right.
know. I know you know. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, exit strategy, man, and you know,
Yeah, there's gonna
but
come a point for Americans that it just won't make any sense to stay in the states for the amount of money that you have. It's
yeah,
just not
yeah.
gonna be possible.
Well, the thing is that for 95, probably 95%, there's no other option.
Right.
There's no other option. I mean, we got people that can't get out of Chicago, and they know that on January 1st, everything is legal. It's purge season.
Bro, that is an I don't know what's about to happen in
It's stupid,
Chicago is crazy.
bro. If I lived in Chicago, it wouldn't matter how much money. Once they announced that, I would have put my kids on my back and just
I'm
started
out.
walking
I'm out.
and just walking.
I don't understand
You
it.
so
I wonder if that's
uh,
kind of what they want too, though. You know what I mean? It's man. There's just so much wrong with everything Chicago. I,
I mean, like I said, man,
you know what I mean? It could be a ploy to get people out to buy cheap and right regentrify, etc. Like,
yeah, but the thing is don't nobody want to live in Chicago.
nah,
It's disrespectfully cold in the winter. You know what
way
I'm
too
saying?
cold.
You know,
Won't get me
when you
there.
when you got wind that take 90-degree turns, bro, you can't. What you doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? You can't.
I'm good.
I'm straight. You
I'm
know what I
good.
mean? At the top of the violence, you know what I mean? It's just, but I think really what it was just the statement in itself. The idea that you know, what is Chicago? They're definitely in the top 10 largest cities in the country,
Oh,
but
absolutely.
they might even be in the top five.
Yep.
Um, for them to make a statement like that, and for people not to understand and see what led up in the politics that were involved and who was in charge of
Right.
the city, the last couple of years and everything that's been going on. If you
Right.
can't make the correlation, if you can't connect those dots, then you deserve to be there.
Right.
You
No,
know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Because you're the reason for it. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
but
saying? You're the
look, man. It's so funny we're talking about this. Our HOA, where I live, they're going through it, right? Because
Yep.
apparently they keep raising the rates. People like myself that's been here for 14 years don't know nothing about it, don't care. And in fact, expect it to be raised because we need it, right? And that's the thing. Like it's the people that aren't involved that are complaining and crying about it. And I'm like, yo, get off your butts and do something. I am willfully being ignorant because I'm benefiting. Like I was lucky. I moved here at the beginning. I moved here where the people in this HOA thing took care of us, apparently, right? It's obvious because I've never had to care. And all I was hearing in our community channel was all this complaining. So I'm like, yo, y'all people need to stop complaining, get off your behind and start being part of the HOA. We should have meetings busting out the seams of all the buildings and stuff from all this complaining about people that's not happy.
No, man.
And
You know what? You know what? Because you and Austin, and what did they do the last 3 years? Move California to Austin.
yes,
So what do you have? What do you have? A bunch of freaking pampered crybabies who all they want
yep,
to do is point, complain, and expect somebody else to do something about it.
right,
You know,
exactly. And I'm
I
like,
don't
bro,
like.
is it our fault that the fees haven't gone up in a decade and y'all just now decided to move here, so now you're feeling the pains of these fees going up? You should have did your homework. All
Simple
you
as
had to
that.
do was ask, hey, by the way, when's the last time the HOA fees went up? What did it start as? And you'll know what's going on. I mean, lesson learned. Don't get mad at me for telling y'all you need to go do your homework, get out here and be a part of it if you want to complain. Otherwise, shut up
Exactly.
and take it. I've been shutting up
Shut
and
up.
taking
Exactly. But because you know what you signed up for.
it. Exactly. I don't help contribute to nothing HOA. I don't do none of that stuff. So why am I going to complain about it when it's going up? Like
You know, but like I said, man, it's it's what we become as Americans, man. And
exactly.
like I said,
No, you're hitting it on the head. Yeah. Yeah, you're hitting it on the head. And the funny story about what I just mentioned, I'm the one that got banned from the site for telling people to get off your butts and do something about it.
oh yeah,
I
they don't
got
like that.
banned. No,
They
they
don't
don't
like that.
like that. Exactly. No one likes to be told they got to get off their butt and do something.
Exactly, and they definitely don't like to hear it from somebody that look like you or I. That that
Yes.
we're supposed. What do you mean? I mean, you're just okay with this? Yeah,
Right.
I am.
I think,
I
bro,
don't. I
you
don't.
should see. That's exactly what I've been saying. Like they told, I got kicked for being disrespectful. I said y'all could go back to every message. I can guarantee you, I only gave it as much as was given. But that was exactly what was happening. People crying and complaining about stuff, and I'm like, no one tells you you have to live here. That, like you just said, when they make these rules, get your butt. Bro, nobody is forcing you to stay in this neighborhood.
Yep.
And
And and you know
that's what I said. Nobody's forcing you to be a part of this HOA. You can literally get up and move. Nobody's forcing you to stay here.
but see, and this is the thing, bro. This is the thing, right? So now, right, when you don't, when you, what you're saying doesn't please their ear,
Right.
you get canceled. You get canceled
Canceled. Straight up
from
canceled.
a neighborhood that you was there from the get go.
From the jump. And that's the funniest part because the idiot
Y'all
that
still like,
canceled me. Yeah, the idiot that canceled me. They don't realize I'm actually an ally for you. I'm over here complaining that we not paying enough. I'm over here trying to get this resolved so our neighborhood can look like it's supposed to. And this
exactly,
idiot blocks me. And even the people in the chat realize, yeah, you just blocked him, you dummy. He can't even help us anymore. Like, because you're in your feelings. You're in your feelings because you're on the
exactly,
other side of the fence. That's the ones that's having to pay and don't want to dig deeper and do your actual homework, right? Actually be part of it. All you had to do was ask me, well, how did you only have to pay X amount, right? Get information. Stop getting in your feelings and then want to block me because I'm getting brolic to somebody getting brolic to me. Like it doesn't make
exactly,
any sense. But I
exactly.
mean, hey, that's on them. That's what I can't wait till I'm unbanned because that's exactly what I'm going to put back in that put back in that channel. I was willing to help y'all, but guess what? You idiots don't even see it. I'm out.
Yep.
I'm going back to my hole like y'all told me to
Exactly.
about
Cancel.
being ignorant and blissful, right? Because I'm not the one that's going to get hit for this cost. And even if I do, it's where I live. I'm selling before you. You know what I mean? Like, I want my neighborhood right. That's the funniest part. They think I'm gonna be mad that we get a letter saying we owe a couple G's because of the back fee. Ain't nobody in our neighborhood gonna be mad at that. And in fact, we gonna be more than willing to give it up because we want our neighborhood to look the way it's supposed to.
Exactly. But not only that, it's like, hey, I came in on the low. No
Right.
matter no matter what I do, I've won. That's what they don't
Easy.
understand. No matter what, you know what I'm saying? No matter y'all can pack it up and leave everything in the house. I won. I'm out. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? I'm out.
Exactly.
You came in here and paid $500,000, 700 something $1,000 for a house. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what I paid.
Exactly.
And that's what people don't understand. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna tell you the other thing is country spiraling. People they paychecks is getting smaller,
Yeah.
or they what's it called? Them severance packages
Getting smaller.
is out. You know what I'm saying? They the last couple months of that. So now people, they feeling the pinch.
Right.
And last thing people want to do, people are, I hate to say it, but people are kill themselves before they downsize.
Right. No, you are right. No, you hit it right on the head.
I mean, people will literally bite the bullet before they face the music.
Right.
You
And
know what I'm
just get
saying?
get right. No, you're absolutely right.
And they know it needs.
Bro, I tell my family all the time, we will go to a 2 bedroom, 2 bath. Y'all keep messing with me.
Bunk beds in the living room. Don't play
I've
with
been
me.
there before. Don't make me bring you back because I ain't got a problem with it. My life is
Yeah,
over from that respect. I done live mines. I'm good.
yeah.
Make me mad. I'll go back to bologna sandwiches for the next 30. Don't mess with
Yes,
me.
tell her, man. Tell her. Hey, I'll go live in the M. I'll put a toe hitch on the M.
Right? Exactly. These
A
man, these
camper on
people
the
don't.
M. Y'all
But
ain't mess.
I found that hilarious though. This whole HOA thing. This is how I know it's over. I mean, you can't even see when a brother is going to help you. You can't even see. I'm telling you to stop complaining, and what you get out of that is wanting to attack me and ban me instead of getting knowledge out of it. I'll never. That's how I know it's over. It's over. It's over.
Man, it's like that. Like I said, man, in so many aspects of our country, that's exactly what's happening, bro. If you don't follow the narrative, if you're not on the team,
Right.
then you're either
You're getting canceled.
ignorant, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
or B, you're crazy, or even worse than that is that you're a crazy bigot who's angry and violent and offensive to people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're gonna slap a label on you as soon as you're not singing their song.
Right. To discredit you and get you out of there. No, you're absolutely right. And that's I mean, hey, it is what it is, man. I see what's
Sometimes,
going on. A lot of us see what's going on.
sometimes it's better to be out in the woods with these
Right.
crazy pigs and the hound dogs
Yep.
and the deer and the bears. You know why? Because they don't give a damn.
Right.
They don't,
Nobody
they don't
cares
want
about any of that mess you talking. No, you're
they
right.
don't want to see the sheriff. They don't want to see nobody. If you ain't talking about what they want to talk about, they're not
Right.
mad. They're not attacking you. They just say stay from around
Exactly. just stay over there where you at, and I'm gonna
me.
be over here.
You know, and that's not acceptable in America no more.
No.
And
No.
and the craziest part is if they don't think like you, then you attack them. You want to cancel them, but it's not like you're making any unified effort to come together and do anything.
Right.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Exactly. I
It's
just thought to myself, I'm gonna clip this out and post it in that channel when as soon as it goes, as soon as they allow me my access back, I'm gonna clip this
Yep,
out and post it.
yep, yep. Do it.
Click it and post it. See, y'all had somebody that was right here backing you out, helping you out. I'm telling the people to stop complain. That's complaining to stop complaining. It's no different. Like I told you, if a hit dog, if you're not complaining, why are you mad at my comment? Why are you mad at my comment about
Right,
telling people to stop complaining if you're not a complainer? Do something
right.
about it.
But not only by telling you to stop complaining out of is it coming from a place of like of like bad intent, or am I saying
Right.
why don't you go a little deeper into this so you
Yes.
can understand what you're complaining about? You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
That's
Because
it.
you're
And
not
that's
really
exact.
you've just been triggered.
Yes. You're hitting all of this stuff. Bro.
You're exposing yourself.
Ex- that is exactly why I did what I did. And I hope that there were obviously some people that caught that, but most didn't
Yeah,
because they're too triggered. They were too triggered.
yeah,
Oh, you mean I'm supposed to just bend over and take whatever the HOA is going to give me? No. What I mean is get involved. Go to the meetings, Do whatever it is to affect change instead of sitting here being a keyboard warrior and complaining about it. That's what I mean, my dude. That's what I mean. Like, if I had a problem, that's what I would do. Or guess what? If I didn't like it, guess what I would do? I would take my ball and I would go somewhere else. I would pack up and leave. No one can force me to stay here. And that's but I guess that's rude. That's being an inconsiderate neighbor saying these things, which I don't understand. I don't get it.
Because, like I said, man, we're not living in this ain't the same America. This is Babylon now, bro.
It's weird. It's weird.
Man. And
Yeah, it's a strange
I
place.
had a homeboy. You know, we from West Hartford, man. I had a homeboy, right? His kids was going to the school. His daughter was going to the school that we grew up. We met in kindergarten, elementary school. And
Right.
this was, this probably about 10 years ago, maybe yeah, a little less than that, maybe 8 years ago. And there was some stuff that they was talking about. I'm sure, at school, and he didn't feel it was really appropriate for them to be talking to his 8-year-old daughter
Right.
about this stuff. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And mentioning this stuff, and so he goes to a PTA meeting or whatever they call,
Yep.
and now he's thinking, right? I grew up in this neighborhood. I went to this very same school.
Right.
My kids live less than a mile from the school. I grew up on behind this, literally behind the school. So the majority of the people here, we know each other. We grew up together,
Right.
kids. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? This, how West Hartford is, man. You know what I mean? Just like Bloomfield, man. The community, especially in Connecticut, you have
Small
communities
knit.
that you grew up. You know what I
Small
mean?
knit. Yep.
Yep. And so he's at this PTA meeting, and he raises the point. What's going on with teachers discussing this type of stuff with my 8-year-old child?
Right.
And he immediately was met with, well, we're inclusive here and here and here and here. And he said, bro, he said, I ain't gonna tell you what he really said. He said so many. He said he was so caught off guard and so disgusted by
Right.
people he had talked to all year, went to little Halloween parties with, and did the
Yep.
school fair with, to see that these people that he knew didn't feel this way and wasn't okay with this stuff
Right.
turn on him just because they were scared to speak out against what was happening. That
Absolutely. Would never do
uh,
it in public. Would never do it in public.
pulled his daughter out of school. I think the next month he went over to what's that Watkinson or Watkins Glen,
Yeah, I was
and
just gonna say Watkins Glen.
Watkins Glen, yeah, that expensive private school over there, bro. And he was like, yeah, 20 some $1,000 a year it cost him, and that's where she went to school out until they just moved out to Southbury. You know,
Right.
and he was like, yo, man, because he says it's not that I necessarily want it. West Hartford is creme de la creme school system, bro.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
It's one of
And
the
he said
top areas in Hartford to live, if not the top for some. Yeah.
exactly, man. And so he's I felt bad for him because I could see that it was genuine hurt. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He was like, oh man, these people these
It's
people
not
don't
what
have
I
no
grew up with.
it's not what we grew up with. They don't have no backbone, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to dudes that I done been to the range with. We done, gone to Yukon games with. You know what I mean? Dudes.
Right.
And these chumps turned on me the first chance they get.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was like when Jada gave Will the eye. You know what I'm saying? Like, you better what I tell you right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
You better
he
do
said,
something.
and
Yep.
but that's what our society's come to. You know,
Nah, you're right, bro. You're right. It is what it is, man. It's what we live.
Babylon
Yeah.
System.
I mean, and the thing is, so I've gotten so comfortable with being uncomfortable. I'm okay with it.
Exactly.
Real truth. I don't know any other way to explain to people. Like they're like, "Oh, you're not upset. You're not." I can't be upset about anything anymore this day and age. I really just can't. I mean, all of this stuff is uncomfortable and stupid. There's a lot going on that's uncomfortable and stupid. But the fact that I'm so used to being uncomfortable,
Right.
I don't even care anymore. It's a matter of making a choice, and that's the thing. Like My choices are being made. I'm not, and that's why I was cracking up with this whole HOA. Like, I'm out of here in less than 8 years.
Right.
Y'all the ones that got 2 year olds. You know what I mean? Y'all the ones that got another 15. Like, I'm out of here in less than 8. Might even not even be 8. So
right. It's like, yeah, the game plan is for 8, but I could be gone tomorrow.
exactly.
I could be
You
gone
hit it right
tomorrow.
on the head. Nobody's saying I gotta stay even till tomorrow.
You know, and like you said, man, a lot of people aren't in that predicament, and but also, man, a lot of people are scared to face the music.
Right.
People are scared to face the music, man, and you know, it all comes back to that one key word that we've been talking about, that I word, integrity.
Right. Right.
You know,
Right.
what are you
Accountability.
willing to
No, you're absolutely
you
right.
brought up? Are you willing to compromise that for the quote unquote greater good?
Right. Right.
I'm not. I'm
No,
not.
I agree, bro. Yeah, I've always been involved. Like anything I didn't agree with, I've spoken up about. Yeah, we've had a lot of crazy in the neighborhood, to be honest. We just have. We've had a lot of crazy in the neighborhood since being here from '08, and I've
Yeah.
seen this place change, right? And it's so weird. It's hilarious to me. That's why I say you got all these new people now coming in, and it's like you ain't paid no dues as far as being here at an extended period of time, and you don't volunteer or do nothing. You don't volunteer or sign up for any of this stuff that's necessary, that's completely free, meaning that ain't nobody getting paid for this stuff. And you
Yeah.
yelling at people like yeah, I don't know. I just find it all comical.
It's real
Um
California, man, and you
and
just got
that
to
you
be.
hit it on the head. And I love California. San Diego is my favorite city in the country. But the reality is like you said, the Californians are running from California and the laws and everything else in that state for a reason.
Right.
And the unfortunate part is they've moved to Texas and they've started trying to implement that same mess that didn't work in California.
Well,
It's weird.
because this is the thing about Californians. They don't realize that they're the problem. Think they think their environment is the problem, and they
Right,
fail to accept responsibility because it's how they were raised, and it's how,
right,
again, no integrity.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's
They don't
not all
realize.
Californians. I mean, like, obviously
No,
you for the
no.
public, right? For the people who have view,
Listen,
we got to
no,
make sure they understand when we're having these conversations, we're not talking all people, right? We're talking about the ones you understand and know we're talking. And again, this is part of what you can't even do anymore. Like you can't even talk about it because otherwise you're offending and going to get canceled. And it's like, no,
right,
there are a group of Californians that are coming here, moving to Texas, and ruining it when it comes to voting for all this stuff that doesn't make sense. I mean, I'm one of the first people that can admit that I've seen it with my own two eyes, and I don't claim any side. Been here since '08. There was never homeless people living under bridges here. Now that's under every bridge.
yep,
Like, I don't know what else to tell you. And I can assure you that there's more of a flux of California people than any other people. It is what it is. I mean,
I mean, I listen, bro.
be
I
mad
tell
at
you,
me if you want. Show me something to debunk what I'm saying. I have no problem with admitting that I'm wrong, but
right?
I know what I
Listen,
see. I'm objective. I'm from the outside looking in. I have no dog in the fight. I'm not from Texas. I'm not from California. I'm not from any of these places. I can just objectively tell you what I'm seeing being
exactly.
from Connecticut, the East Coast. We moved
Yeah.
here. I've seen
And
a
we're
flux
from
of California people.
a very liberal place. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's what people don't realize. People think that because I choose to live out here in the sticks, and that I identify with one certain type of people. It is, and I say, nah, man, I'm an individual. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And I identify
Absolutely.
with Bible. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And however and wherever you want to classify that, you can classify that. You know what I mean? But I don't have any problems with any particular group of people at all. You know
Nope.
what I mean? But
Me
what I
neither.
do have a problem with is destructive policies that seem to be, repetitiously repeating itself
Right,
in
and
large.
having an agenda that's not conducive to the human race. Period.
Exactly, exactly,
Period.
exactly. And people don't see that. And see, like I said, man, I live in a little country town. I'm in Sylvan, North Carolina, and
Hmm.
there ain't nothing out here, man, right? But when you talk to the
Right.
locals, right? When you talk to the locals, they say, oh, and there's once you outside of the city limits, I mean,
Right.
whatever that is out here. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I get once you drive past the Walmart in the Ingles, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're outside the city limits. That's literally how it goes. But you can see that there's been an influx of kind of young Yankees, you know, that have moved into the little downtown areas and the areas up around downtown, and they brought in the breweries and this and that, and now they're complaining about the people who've been here for generations.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like how you
And
gonna complain about the people that's been here forever?
the people that built this place that you love so much. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And see, they don't understand that you're going to destroy what you moved here for, and
Right.
you're going to turn it into what you left.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And and
Yes.
and like I said, man, it's because there's no integrity. No one takes any accountability.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
You're right, dude. Accountability is a hard thing to find this day and age, boy. Oh my God, if I that
And I'm
that
telling you,
that's a big tough one for a lot of people this day and age. Can't no, you'll never see anybody saying, "Yep, that was me. I messed up. I did it. I'm the one to blame. Let me figure out a way to fix it, or help me, right, or show me the way, right? Whatever the case may be, it's
exactly.
always no. He
Show me
did it.
what I did
She did it.
wrong. Exactly.
Yeah, it's I can't do it, bro. I have no place for any of that anywhere in my thought process. I'm the first one to raise my hand if I fail, if I mess up, if I cause a problem, if I make a mistake. And I'm going to continue to make mistakes and fail and move forward. I mean, that's part of life. You have to fail in order to succeed. So
Absolutely.
I
100.
don't yeah, I don't condone to that nonsense. I don't sign up for any of that BS. And the bottom line is I am always going to be held accountable from that respect. And I just don't
And it's
understand why it's so hard for others.
because integrity. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And the thing is that it's instilled in you, right? So no one has to hold you accountable. You hold yourself
No.
accountable.
Exactly. Exactly
So,
right. Exactly right.
damn, I made a decision and it affected me negatively. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Or it impacted me or my household in a way that, is not beneficial like it should be. You know
Right.
what I mean? I didn't get the outcome that I was expecting. Why
Right.
is that? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And most people will say, "Well, it's because of this. It's because I'm black. It's because it's 31 degrees today, and I my brain functions best at 34 to 36
Right.
degrees."
There's always
You know what I'm
some
saying?
excuse or
It's
something. It's
always
never
something.
I'm just wrong. I'm off. I'm not the right day, whatever. It can't just be the facts that hey, just
I
wasn't
made
your
a
day.
bad decision because I'm human.
Right, exactly. Exactly right. No, bro, I get it. I get it. But that's what we live in today, man. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. That's what we live in today. And I got a big eye opener on that. Like I say, dealing with my lovely HOA. And the funniest thing about all of this stuff is that's exactly it. I find this stuff funny. I actually hopped on the page because I had nothing to do. It was right. All I kept seeing was nothing but posts of people complaining about shit. So I was like, let me go on and throw out my 2 cents for the year because I don't ever post. I just love to read all the posts, right? Because it's a lot of stuff in the neighborhood. A lot of it is funny. A lot of it is cool, good stuff. But
Yep,
our
yep.
channel started getting flooded with nothing but this HOA mess, and that's why I said, you know what? I'm not going to complain about it like that. I'm going to say something, right? And again, if I don't have the information and I'm putting this out there and allowing information to get put out there, I'm helping you. I'm helping y'all, and you don't even see it. By me putting this message out there, hitting dogs that's hollering, You're gathering more information on what the problem was.
And that's what you have to do. People don't realize because people are so scared to, be an opposing force to what everyone else is
Right.
saying. But you have to
Exactly.
challenge the only way to true resolve is challenge the narrative.
Absolutely. Civil
Yeah.
discourse.
It's simple. That's the nail on the head right there. You know.
Civil discourse. And that's the thing. That's why I put it out there. Stop complaining. Right? Don't complain to me. Ask me a question that can help you get to where you're going. Don't come to me
Right.
talking about complaining. Come to me with, hey, can you help or salute? Right? I don't want to hear about anything
Or ask
else.
a question. Say,
Right.
well, why is it that you don't feel the way I do, or why is it
Exactly.
that?
What did you exactly?
But you know what I'm saying? But that's not the world we live in because
It's
people
not.
don't want. They don't want the truth. They don't want facts. They don't want resolve. They just
No.
want to. They just.
Exactly. The need to be right. Mm. Kevin Samuels.
It is what it is, man. Hey, we need a bigger platform, bro. We out here solving the world's problems, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I like. I feel like somebody owe me a check
Right?
because because this is critical thinking, and this is what our world is seriously lacking, man. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So
Right.
this is critical thinking. And this is critical thinking on a marginal scale. This is just two rational adults. You know, I'm not even bringing in education level. This is just rational brains.
Right. No, I agree.
I'm saying sound, sober minds talking. You know
Right.
what I mean? And it kind of helps you understand and paint a picture of the society that we're living in, where people can't do this. You know what I'm saying?
It's a tough situation we in, bro. And the internet is just speeding things up.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
It's
definitely.
exponentially gone way farther
Keep moving.
than we could have ever imagined.
Yeah, and I stopped leaving comments and stuff on YouTube, man. But people say stuff and slick stuff in comments and stuff, and I would just type people. I would just say, you would never say that to my face. And after that, I
Right.
don't have anything. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying it because I would
Exactly.
beat you up or because I'm a tough guy. That's not where I'm going with it at all. I'm
Nope.
saying it because you're on a computer
Right.
communicating
Right.
or set or triggered over someone's opinion, right?
Right.
So then you lash out at this person, but you would never ever do that in real life
In
because
person.
you keep the consequences.
Right.
You
Just
know,
the thought of somebody yelling back at you alone, you're not doing it.
exactly. It's simple as that. Let alone someone actually confronting you, physically confronting you. Bro, I remember I had this dude, bro. I don't even remember what the comment was, bro. But the dude, I said, and he tried to imply that I was saying something violent. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I wasn't. You know what I mean? I say something violent on the internet. Are you crazy? You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
it goes from me being like, you don't know who you're talking to. And again, not threatening him, just saying, bro, I said something because I meant it. I stand
Exactly.
by it. You know what I mean? So I'm
Yeah.
saying it in that aspect, and he's like, you don't know, no, 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 no. Bro, I was so pissed off, bro. I told him Interstate 40 runs across this entire country. Pick a spot, and I'll buy you and your mother a bus ticket there. Said, other than that, don't comment to me.
Right.
You know, and that's the reality of the situation. If you're not willing to say this to someone's face, then don't type it on the internet.
Nah, you're right.
Don't type
You're
it on.
right. They won't ever follow that, but you're right.
Exactly, because like I said, it's not about physical confrontation. It's
Mm-mm.
about when you have to look someone in the eyes and say something rude. Like most people don't have the heart to say something rude or messed up like that. You know what I'm saying, or whatever you're saying on it. They don't have the heart to say that to someone's face. You're in your feelings online.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like I said, man, we gotta pray for this country.
Yep.
But in the meantime, pray for the Raiders, boy. Because if we don't, well, what do we got? We're still in the playoff hunt. We just need what? Who do we need to lose?
Well, we already made so the Jets lost. They only need to lose one more. We beat the Patriots, so that's the loss we needed from them. And I think that's it. We just need to win out. The Jets
Yep.
need to lose, and we need to win out. We might need the Chargers to lose one more.
Okay. Okay.
I think that's the other caveat. Yeah, I think the Chargers also, right? Because if we yeah, I think the Chargers. If the Chargers lose one more, then that makes us even, right? Because the Chargers,
Right.
let me see.
Right.
Yeah, let me see. The Chargers are yeah, see, so if the Chargers lose, yeah, we need them to lose. Actually, I think we need them to lose two more. We need the Chargers to lose two more, I think, because they're 8-6.
Oh, okay.
We need them to be 8-8. Well, we need them to have 8 losses. So I think we might need them to
We
lose
got
too.
Kansas City. That's a loss.
Yeah, that's a loss. Kansas City's a loss.
And who else they got to play?
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you here in a second. Um, so they got the Colts. Oh shit. They got the Colts, the Rams, and the Broncos. That don't look good.
Yeah, they moonwalk up out of there.
That yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that don't look good at all. And they playing the Colts at in Indy, and then they're playing the Broncos in
And
Denver. But if we need them to lose 2 out of 3, I don't. That don't look good.
yeah, that don't look good. That don't look good. But well,
Yeah, that
I wasn't expecting much, man. I would like to see. I would like to see us play 4 quarters of football. I don't
right.
think we.
That man, right? That's all. Just one game,
Well, just one
just
game.
one.
Okay, give me 60
That's,
minutes of football.
and let us breathe without having to worry. Exactly. Just put it
Like
all
I said,
together for one
60
game.
minutes and lose, that's fine. But to play 30 minutes and then have a nail biter, like I don't even know how I feel about it. It's
Right.
like I'm watching a close game and I don't even care who wins, bro, because
Right.
we didn't play. We don't
Nope.
show up in the second half and then we're gonna wait for the last minute and 32 seconds to try to pull something together and do something miraculous. That's not football to me.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
Anybody,
But
you're not getting half a paycheck. You know,
exactly.
we get 60 minutes of football. Hell, I'll take 45 minutes of football and take the third quarter off. Hell, take the second quarter off and play the third and the fourth. You know what
There
I'm
you
saying?
go.
But
Exactly.
no, you got to finish strong, man.
Or
That's
for
all I
once, be the one behind by 20 and come back. Something. Give me anything other than what we've been getting.
craziness, man. But like I said, man, they out to sabotage us, man. I think in the next year or two, somebody's gonna swoop in and they're gonna sell the team. I don't think
Yeah,
Davis.
it's I know Magic was looking to buy a percentage. I know that was in the news for a while. So
I did hear something about that. I did hear something about that. I mean, he's up there. He's sitting on a couple billion.
yeah, he definitely got a few billion. He's got a few billion for sure.
But man, we just we need somebody at the top who's gonna make good football decisions. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Well, I think Ziegler is our guy for the general manager, regardless
Yeah,
of
yeah,
Josh
definitely,
McDaniels.
definitely.
Ziegler, I
I was
mean, I can't wait for this
saying,
next draft.
yeah, but right, exactly. Me too. But I can I can see his vision. I can see what he's. I can. I ain't gonna say I can see it, but I understand it. I under I see that there's
Well, one of my
there's a
questions for him would be, was he part of the reason that Mac Jones got the nod? Because if he was the reason that they picked Mac Jones, I don't want them picking another quarterback. Because I ain't a believer in Mac Jones either. I don't think I thought that was a terrible call.
Patriots quarterback, right? Because I'll be getting him and
Yep,
Daniel Jones. Yeah, Daniel was with the Giants. Yeah.
that's the
Yeah, man.
Giants. Now we're talking
You
about
know,
Mac Jones.
yeah. Mac Jones, man. He reminded me of Eli Manning. You know what I'm saying?
I can
Like,
understand that.
you know what I mean? There's really nothing dynamic about him.
Nothing.
Um, you know what I mean? And you see a guy like that, and I'm just like, How did he get there? You know, like Eli had good numbers at Ole Miss. You know what I'm saying? On
Right.
top of the pedigree and everything. You know what I mean? But like,
Right.
I'm like, where did this kid come from? And what what is his
Alabama,
background?
man. Alabama. He played with nothing
Exactly.
but an all-star team. That's why he looked great.
Just look at Baker Mayfield, Matt Leinart.
Yep.
It's proven when you're in college and you're in a program and a system, you're not producing good quarterbacks.
Right.
Not when you have Derrick Henrys and you got Josh Jacobs as a backup running back. You're not. Your quarterback is irrelevant. Look at Trevor Lawrence. Is that his name? Trevor Lawrence.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? These guys are. I would never draft a quarterback from a powerhouse organization. I
Right.
would be looking at uh, freaking Boise, not even maybe like a Boise State or freaking, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Somebody that their team is depending on them to be a stud. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Instead of a program where they have 48 studs on their team. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know, but yeah, I don't know, man. This like I said, man, it trips me out, man. But you know, the more I look at it, man, the more it looks like racist nonsense to me, bro. What's the white boy name? Zach Wilson?
The
Is that
Jets.
the Jets? Is that you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, who are these people?
Right.
Who are these people? What are you guys looking for? Tom Brady? Are you looking for people to put on cereal boxes, or are you looking for football players? You know what I'm saying? Who are these people? These kids have. There's nothing dynamic about them.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's nothing dynamic about them. So what are they doing? Why do they keep getting these chances?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Look how long it took Geno Smith to get to where he is right now.
Ah, we lost him. He's right too, though. He was just about to say, look how long it took Geno Smith to get his, final real shot, and look at what he's doing with it. Yeah, that's real. That's that's big. Yep. Hold on, here we go.
Yeah, I don't even know what happened, bro. The phone just cut off. But it's getting
Yep.
late. I'm about to roll into it. But you know, man. But it all comes back to what I was saying, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, look at Geno, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I just
saying?
finished that for you
This
because you were absolutely right. Geno Smith, it took all this to get him a final real shot, and look what he's doing.
and look what he's doing. You know
He's
what I'm
balling.
saying?
He's
But
balling.
who's putting up numbers like him? I think. I mean, hell, outside of the last 2 weeks, this cat hadn't thrown an interception.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, like I said, man, I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of it. And it's not about race. It's about what
No.
they make it about.
Right.
And it's about race.
Yep.
You know? And, there's nothing dynamic about these kids. You know what I
Right.
mean? And, you know, it is what it is, man. But we got to do better. We got
Oh
to do
yeah.
better.
Oh
And
yeah.
I don't mean black people. I mean all people. You know
We're
what I'm saying?
exactly. No, absolutely. It's an
You
all
know what
people
I mean?
problem now. I mean, that's part of the issue is
Yeah.
that they think it's, people, a lot of people keep, fighting these quote unquote race wars when it's a class war. It has nothing to do with race. Nothing to do with race at
Exactly.
all. It's the haves versus the have nots.
Exactly. And it's really a battle of the mind. You know what I'm saying? Because we're being pitted against each other,
Yep.
and we're under the illusion that we're competing against someone, and we're really not.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Everyone is trying to get to the same place. You know, when you're running a marathon, you're not running against anyone but the clock and yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the race is the challenge. You know what I'm saying? And you know we got to do better as people, man, because we letting ourselves down. We letting ourselves down, and I'm
I
tired of hearing
agree.
about football.
I agree.
Yeah, cause I'm gonna get out of here.
Yes, sir.
And yo, as always, man.
Yes, sir. As
You know,
always,
we
we
appreciate
appreciate you. Stop Raider hater. Great show as
love it.
always.
I appreciate you, man. Merry Christmas. Hug everybody for me. Tell Koi I said what up. I miss y'all.
Yes,
And
sir.
we planning something. We planning to head down to Texas, man. I'm thinking about putting a road trip together.
Yeah,
Maybe
do
me
it,
and
man.
renting one of them RV roads.
Yeah, let's go. You already know we got the space for you.
Oh yeah, yeah, I definitely know. I definitely know that, man. So we're gonna figure something out. We'll be in touch, man.
Yes, sir. Merry
And
Christmas, happy holidays. Thank you for the podcast, boss.
yes, sir, man. Take it easy. I appreciate the time and the platform. Ultimate Raider fan 32. Don't miss out.
Yes,
And
sir.
stay blessed, cuz.
Peace. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Stop Raider Hating. Always love the commentary, the knowledge, the dropping of every and anything we like to discuss on this channel. Clearly we tend to keep it towards Raiders, but sometimes we can go off the rails, as you can see today. Nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with talking about a little bit of everything here and there. But yeah, great show. 2.5 hours, probably the longest one I've ever done. Yeah, I will be back though. I can assure you. We will have one next Tuesday, I believe. I will not be in my sanctuary. We'll have to do the next few away from home, if you will. We'll see. I'll see. I'll figure something out. Now that I think about it, yeah, I know what I can do. I'll figure something out. But in any event, you know what? It was nice talking to you guys, Raider Nation. T Crump is out. Good night.